voice of the people.
Shira, many payers for Elianum. And for Yami Stroya, Jumana, Yami Besrayan, or Brian Boya, and Moyami
Radio, the voice of the people. The voice of the people.
Some pioneer. Obayan sapuso omunuya wankana sam. Tema futu sam kakre wa supreme. Yo kofi, omani ya woman, omani ya mama. Kini baby ako, wachata ya wareni. Onsom, wanini pa, nasadi pa.
Of the people. Unity Radio, the voice of the people. Unity Radio, you know, we know radio. It feels good to be back. It's been a long time away from the microphone and of course from what we love doing. You know what I mean? Kasaka Crow Radio so Anamanucho so yayare. The Nyamedi chair says Yamra Sasi so and family making impact in the lives of the people. No. Anopa Yamamunina che Yamamwa Fishapa Yamamwa Kwaba. Mejiri Samwa Fien said the Ensu Yafimu ya. Yabai dear Namunim de Ebabe Rafi from the political season is on. Kojo Alanchamaten resigning for Kufuado Abaimu Adentia. Ediana Alanchamaten Pentia or resigning. Yadun Sambabram Johnson Siadun Katia. Castle betu ofoswampo for a free chairmanship no so among for castle to me as they had said don't tell ya do frupe at the party na yodia ukasa onko na any power NDC but Johnson said don't once again has proven say NDC the obeka so pebia obenya because wa bona brabo yi ato wa unseat the incumbent Ofosuo Ampofo nti say wote ya mere bi atwam yenya collect your money number 2 so by eno no na Ofosuo Ampofo ono so ti akonwam te say de bi ya dwombodu no pepepepepe ena ono so ada nti collect your money no say it's ongoing minim say ye ba beto ababio asanya another collect your money dia manucho no betumi a kire ma ye fa asra kese ema ene nchi akese emfa ma ye nua ba ma Ken Kalusha the great ene ne ho emfa no nti Kalusha ni ha nemum the man who has been missing in action World Cup ni nyina we na dwin on the ko leave nti nyade a ye hwehwe no kra ebehu no Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita Lamalina Mempeme ho asem Worcester Massachusetts. It's seated. It feels good to be back, Manucho.
I mean, it feels like a year already gone, and just like you said, being off for some time, hiatus for some time, you know, but at least we chose the right time to come. I mean, the Christmas and New Year festivities were so much on. Exactly, people should enjoy the moment, and I mean, just at the hills of the World Cup.
Ghana Parliament breaky, yes, Parliament breakies are now stories no cry.
Slow. I mean, people love their country, they love the politics, but I mean, we should also enjoy the festivities. I feel quite 2 years I sign and win there. You need to really have a good time. But hey, life goes on, Ghana goes on, and everything goes on a bit. And you are back, and we are back to stay for a long time. So till December, another Christmas and a day. I mean, a very good morning to all our numerous listeners, both local and international. And we hope to have a good moment with you. And let's be interactive. I mean, a year of fruitfulness. I mean, gainful fruitfulness. So everybody should join us in any way that you can. Contribute with us. I mean, share pieces of advice in Adenia, and you be in good faith. And we also do our very best to make your mornings a pleasurable one and throughout the day too. So very good morning to everyone.
Very good morning to everyone.
Yes. Just a little. I mean, just a little. But I mean, I know people like Morning State about football. Some are jubilating. I mean, it pain them in the sweet house. That's the beauty of sports. But I mean, thankful to everybody who has been there throughout the year. I mean, Kalusha knows a lot about Worcester and covering Worcester in perspective. They count down near the end. But some of us, I mean, in the shadows by Yetibi na Yakobi so near I mean, everybody who has been part of our lives. I mean, we say a very big thank you to you. You know, Paul, you know you can do this one better when it comes to Worcester and Sema. So for me is greeting to everybody that I've had a moment to interact with during the whole year. I mean, I've been about Worcester barely a year and it has been a very good one. The Lord has blessed us with everything that you ever hoped for. Some seen and unseen, tangible and intangible. That's all I can ask for, and I'm asking for a very good one this year too. I mean, you might have stepped on some toes unknowingly. We ask them to also
forgive us.
Yeah, forgive us unreservedly, because they be lucky for us. You are so close to Hope Cemetery. These people were once like us, and one day be like them. I mean, that's what the Bible makes us believe. Whatever our life will surely die. Be nice to people. I mean, there are times you get over the edge and you feel that it will quiet there. But the next moment you tell yourself that I can't that saying. If you are 40 years, I can't barely 40 years, so you've lived more of your life on it than what is left. Wouldn't you let the ending be very joyful? And I mean, lower your egos, puncture them if they even want to bloat. And I'll be nice to everyone. I mean, the best that you can. Make and try to have interact to try to have friends. I watched a beautiful documentary and I feel like sharing. It was about a tiger, a lion. In a hyena, a peteku hyena, Ghana bomb from peteku. They were like 12. A lion, so it's a very strong lion.
Happy New Year.
Same. Many happy returns. Many happy returns. In Kanyambra, show us. I mean, show us the love and like our page. I mean, subscribe if you can. Do all these things for us. That's the best you can do for us in that regard. And a lion, no what them but because they were like 12 highness, they were so much on him. Or try so cool, penna is abitino, or try so cool here. A woman abaku, another lion, or ofi bush by. One within 10 minutes they were able to dismantle all the forces around him, and they were happy together. And I'm realizing, say, living alone you can fight, but it gets to a point you'll be tired. you need support from people. So don't be secluded, don't be a solitary person. Try to be out there, interact with people. Always try to know somebody not known in your life before. And those things, and there will come a time, like I said, Manicho Kayampa, you will need help, and those people will be there for you because you've had a moment with them in their life. So this year, no, it's a year of trying to be open, be out there, have very good friends. I mean, talk less if you can, and make merry. Many no say at this point in your life, not all of us will meet next year. Next year, and you should put in your head like that. So every moment, every second of your life should count from today. Say, it's very true. It's not all about work, madam. Also try to have a social life. All these things should come to bear one day. Say, and then a beboa, because you begin to hear all these things. They do be wives and girlfriends. Saying up and down. But when be told us and for the banner some year, they are doing their best for you, and that's when they remember. Hey, now for me, saying what the friends came to do, so yeah, because it's also been there for someone before. This is a year that you don't have to be a menkwan. Try to be out there, interact with people, do the best you can. Anything that you can do to help a soul. Men trying to win we are. That's why self-actualization. Kakrana in your bad state, somebody still needs your help. When you think that you have only 2 pair of shoes, so the man won't bore mine. I mean, as much as you should look at your own self first, be also nice to people and help others too. Testimony. They say, your testimony should be great. People should be able to hit their chest and say that say we are. Say manutra, say you poor, and ye we are Kalusha and come and do your media. I think there's no better testimony than that. I always say these things to people. That's life they do be your joy. What should give you joy is helping others succeed. And then I say, number 1 priority in this world. That's do dear, but pulling others along will make it great for me. And also know that certain things are also part of life. What kind of story of Jericho, the good Samaritan? You understand when you are falling, people that you know will not be there for you. And but you should see it as part of life. And also soldier on as a person. Or the Bible will be true when those things happen to you that in this my bad moment, some of them were not there for me. But in that, find strength. Get a lot of strength to also move on. You have
to understand humanity.
Oh yes,
not everybody will be there for you.
Be there for you, and it's biblical. I'm just say biblical. I listen to Pastor Menso Tabel. I'm one of the renowned preachers. About preaching there, a second to know with Anopa. These are 2 people I will always love to listen over and over again. They are great men of God. When you have a chance to listen to them, don't miss an opportunity. They always have the word of God there. It's beyond measure. And he spoke about it beautifully that Jericho and Jerusalem crown in terms of demography. Baku was true, Baku was form. Until the man was descending, what for there? People you meet on your way that you know was suffer wombani adem pobet me you ama. But be a name from anywhere, from Adam. Will just meet you and Yakupa soon come akuma. If you're a Christian, I believe that everything that happens to you, is God who are directing those people into your life to come and be there for you.
I'm fulfilled already because I've seen Mamiaba online.
Oh yes.
Soon as I see Mamiaba online,
then you're almost there. Exactly. You know that you are almost. What's your rap you? Mamiaba online. I mean, who Mamiaba na me huaba. One day me rap me exactly. These are you are a lyricist. You are not even just a rapper. You are a lyricist. They don't rap keke. But more a lyricist. They should rhyme and make sense. And just say me know my ice cream now we woman they know those things are not rap. It should tell a story but it should still rhyme.
Samuel Buama.
The name rings a bell.
Nana Ojam Buama.
Nana Ojam.
Nana Openufo.
Yes.
So kind of.
Oh yeah, you're having him the power with Pemsan TV.
Nana Dinufu Echisa or the hospital.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, but Nyenufu.
And the mom
called Jim. And also Kopeja Wita.
He had him and they say when you bekan on crowd.
Nana say order St. Jude.
Yes.
Hospital. Boise. But still, he's watching us.
I'm
watching you live in Obuasi St. Jude Hospital. My greeting goes to Chief Alan Chematin.
Yes.
Nana Ojambuama.
You are grateful.
I know you're a great Alan
supporter. I mean, number one.
What kind of supporter? I think say understatement.
Yeah, I mean believer and
I don't
addict.
Know. Only the Alan there.
Yes. Yeah. It will make it couldn't come in better than your starting a show because it will start making it beautiful.
Eric Kwakubwedi.
Yes.
Or Bechem. Was it your friend Eric Kwaku Bwedi? Patriotic voice, Bechem.
Okay.
Was it Ghanaians should not lose hope in NPP government because the NPP government, since they are working on policies to make life easier for every Ghanaian, regards to Honorable Alan Chematin and Mr. Kwakun Kansa, aka Pani of Techimentia.
Wow.
Eric Kwaku Bwedi. I mean, Kaisa. Minim so share dia sense so a new chap on board.
Yeah.
We welcome him. New year. until we
New
want
year,
more
want
people
new people. I mean,
to join us.
Not losing facts of what you have to. You want to see our bubble buying. I mean, they are for us. I mean, a progress. When you become one, you cry, you shani ye, you cry ye, and maybe I'll become. I don't believe in. We better that than actually cover for. Until we are keeping all of them together, we appreciate. Inside many agents, when Mamia back we see Wusu, Nano Jamunya Baswa, then you know that you still have your faithfuls there. But you'll be happy and excited to get all the new people on board too. I mean, make time with us, and it will be time well spent. I mean, it's an interactive show. It's for the community. It's for beyond and everything Ghana. Well, perspectives. Yeah, then I quite say perspectives. You live here and you still have your eye in Ghana, and you can compare favorably. And the best of it, you take out of it and make best use of it. So you are grateful to everyone. So tell a friend to tell a friend. I mean, share it. Don't keep the good news alone. I say Bible no. Which share my when you be so you be. When you be share no so I can say these people at least they have other perspectives that will make Ghana a great nation someday. And yeah, easy there, but it's very very surmountable. You bet me awful. I mean, it doesn't look so gloomy. Say a war torn. I mean, we are a beacon of Africa Ghana democracy. Baby. You know, and interestingly, the Fourth Republic, you are in a 30th year. 30 years from the Third Republic near me. I mean, 2 years on it will be the 32nd year. I mean, 60 years of NDC, 14 years of MPP. It has not been too smooth, but I think they've all done their very best. They have to, they are center left, center right. But in terms of, it has been a nice blend. Once a Krobo one within the past 30 years, it has been one regime, and they don't have it going well. Like Equatorial Guinea, money are there, but Ghana there. At least we've had a chance to taste two sides of the coin. I mean, going forward, our democracy is growing, and that is what we will carry into. I mean, after 32 years, then we'll see another lease to life. America and our bomb. American democracy is over 250 years. So everything that they do today, the founding fathers near there, they had their own reformations. They do number two about they do baby black zones votes near there, but through the Martin Luther number convention near there.
Yeah, you know, I always say this.
Yes.
Yeah, buy no. Yeah, and started.
Yes. Exactly.
It is easy to do a second to say research. Now, and fundamentals are there.
Exactly.
But one I will start here.
That's the beauty. That's why you don't reinvent the wheel. We don't have to invent. They've done them already, so we only continue and better it. I agree with you. America for the foundation now too. Yeah. Considering our history, say no mama a man to a bar, to a bar near day. Now go past that level. Exactly.
Oh, bar you can go back.
Yes.
Because somebody can't travel now.
Exactly.
Yes. So I think
you will get there. You will get there. I mean, people have done their bets and pieces too. I mean, the previous year in Ghana, I mean, perspective, we lost Rollins, we've lost notable people too, who started the democracy, this Fourth Republic for us. It tells you that their work should not be in vain. We should always see them as founding fathers of the new democracy and maintain the stability that we have. In everything, we always say that coup d'etat is not an option, and you will never pray for it for Ghana. We need
from
for democracy. Exactly. We are the peace that we enjoy. Oh, do Christmas now, share Ghana. Some of our Ghana in the midst of the storm. Ghana is
dead. Now almost Ghana Dino Bronya Sano because I think Bronya we one of the Bronya.
Oh yeah, most celebrated Christmas.
Oh
yes. In terms of numbers, Takradi near the me am Takradi. But for the first time I felt that not to be nicer than Christmas time, being able to go back home to meet people. You see, Nipa do by Nipa de pa. If there are people when you meet, you feel that I mean, your wish is to meet them again and have a lot of merry. Have a lot of merry. So we are enjoying our democracy, and we hope. I mean, contest of ideas. We always not agree, but at the end of the day, the supreme interest of Ghana being a better place is what we are all yearning and praying for. And I think so far so very good. 30 years of our democracy. I do from my heart for everybody who is helping to make it a better place to live.
Unity Radio 103.9. This is the reason you miss us, and of course we miss you even more. Anopa yamo bibiachi, yamo bibia kwa babio. Yatna si ye won sembe brana ye bedwendwene ho na ye no so ache ye adwene na so do de abra ye na ye hu your position send ye ho si hu asem ne fa ne odwene ho fa and then say ye behwe no doso ba kai say afefoforo ne ewuramu nti emfa asedama yaboafo a omuta ye chi 2022 ma yetumi di dwumadi ebremu a de ababedu 2023 na ye ka dia na master danso ene danoto repairs edimu akotene master danso bo adwuma pa ataye chiache efiti Word FM and I'm here master danso advert me ba ha 2009 Word FM yes, until I moved from Word FM to Rock FM. Also, and yadi ebidu Unity Radio. The Master Danso has been with us everywhere. Yam fasted up PSC man on near Mona Basso, near Cancer say, Master Danso say, ne Jumano say, and why there more machines, more knowledge, more advancement. 61 Fremont Street. I want also do Carniba. Na OCC. Edema Master Danso Dan Auto Repairs boy Juma Yemfast that PSC ma Koku shoes and so near Nochi Krum. Similar story, same story with Master Danso. Bona Juma Achepa Big Shoe Anochi Krum has been with us from day one all the way to 2009 to 2023. How many years?
14, your 14th year.
Yeah. The marriage has been long. So Koku shoes near Nochi Krum so Yama Uno Wajuma phone in Afishapa. Moya dear Tayachi. See the branches na you know yes you have one. Yes you have Juma na one branch.
Yeah, progress.
But what be even the bigger branch
exactly.
Now. And also 2 coast square. And 687 Millbury no so that's all. Ti yabo mo abaso Koku shoes also Atayachi. Yemfast dama Asamas Trading 1084 Main Street African Store Bakupa obi adini dwa hotwitwa ne nam bro nyan Wustafo edi ya de nyina na ya Samas Trading bo adwuma ya de no so mane ya kama otayachi ana ye de dwumadie enso ede bre etiefo from all these years Samas Trading has also been with us nti ye bo Samas Trading so abaso se okoso anso etayachi na odi ababedu ababi ayedui na yemfast da kese ema Gold Coast Catering Services Chairman Kojoago any Gold Coast the only African American restaurant any omo ewo drive through utimi ji aduane bra na beji aduane ne didi Gold Coast and so a boy chidom watai chepa from Rock FM at the Babidu Unity Radio yani Gold Coast ana edi akotene akwa basa ono so eboy nchidom na yemfast da ema na manu cho say African market fufuru biaba
your
friends say
dream
African market
when you dream big yes dream big
African market
dream Lincoln,
African market omu boy juma
yes
me ko hona masa na form
nice one
Inti sa what ben ehokra yendi market ni saying West Boylston, Lincoln Village, Plantation Street there. The new African market. Aba. Sisi no ba bra yesel new African market. You from Dream African market. Dream African market. Omo boy juma ye pa. Dream African market. Omo boy juma ye. Eno manu so efu. Ehonso ye kama nti bra na bedu dwa nyina na bibia nkoso nso ewo ho Dream Africa Market omo bia no nche kra na ukohwe niema no se de sie fresh ewo 369 Bencoat Street 369 Bencoat Street nti ben school no ho no nti sa wo yo bia wo Lincoln Village ho West Boylston wo ha Toyota nchen ho called Coastal Boulevard ho bra bedu dwanya so ewo ho na bibia nkoso eti Dream Africa Market the name is Dream Africa Market otayechi dindindin ena yedi dwumadie edi ebro na Christiano de ntia ye ni abre dream ni say maza go and dream ade na ba fofra emu adeyi maza ye ko ho pa ha maza
nyama wom
se Ghana fo we kure mu ye ade ye ade ye bobra ye koye ni mu so
that's the beauty
di unya nkosra ho a wo de ba bia wo bia wo so tin Unity Radio na wo be bo ani akohoma Dream African Market 369 Bencoat Street.
You can't forget.
African Market. You can't forget.
Very close
369 Bencoat Street. Odi afa ho na wa kokobo ani akohoma na oduru ho wi a wa be frɛ no aka say opo say wo kan yampa. The name is Dream African Market. Ko na ekokoje odie na ikodi udwa nyina bibia wo pe bia wo benya bi ho ama bibia nso atumi akọ enkan omo boy en chidom na the attorney say Lemonade Finance app you can't beat our rate. They say you can no biaka say you can't beat our rate. Lemonade Finance ebi mo so almost signing up almost have a little difficulties. People are having difficulties adding their cards and all that. In fact the technicians are working assiduously on it, but for the most part almost encryption system is very very tough. Into your mistake akrabia na a flag us will be a person we are near my day na ISA. Eti so signing up make sure say address now the best signing up no and no debit card no address no same. That is the observation I'm making say for the most part no ayana and no ayana mistakes.
Yeah. People change addresses but once someone
no I be about say obo 20 Worcester Street apartment 10 but okobo baby a card address na be o apartment 10 Ephraim.
Okay.
I be o just minor
mistake.
Minor one. Also Worcester MA on fa ahano kwa Worcester no abon zip code on fa MA name ma. E be o ahanti ya na omo
it's very sensitive. Every letter counts. Every letter counts. You don't.
Inti it is what it is. Inti
but the rate is up there. I mean, if
1180.
Yes,
that's 1180.
Almost 12.
Yeah,
almost 12.
1180. So I'll share other apps now, and I will do that comparison right now.
Yes.
Lemonade. Lemonade 1180. Tap 1172.
Yeah, 11.72.
And now wave the warrior crowd. Wave this is say there. Okay, anyway, he said Omaba and Ranom were chill crying at Omaba 71. Yeah, 71. It's tap Lemonade wave jupe why remitio Nina. Yeah, Lemonade
always leading the race.
Just go on your app right now. Download the app now. Open source sign up now. Yamwa Oba Studio High Bebo.
Yes.
Download the app now. Download the app now. Called Play Store or App Store. Download the app Lemonade Finance. Now what sign it up? You be verify with email. You verify with phone number. You verify with ID. Now you verify with ID. Now you verify with bank account. And who's a bank account? Now you wow there. Now watch me sign it up. Until Lemonade Finance no very super authentic, highly encrypted. Ubi amfa usikeni, ubi enwa usikeni. Lemonade omo bo adwuma, omo so tayechi ding ena yedi dwumadi. Enso edi ebremo. Eti Lemonade Finance enso edie eno no omo bo adwuma ye pa. Se de obi agya tum se Lemonade de se ba rate pa dia no challenger. Yeah. Best rate ever on the market. Ntibra Lemonade na also ebra ebe sendi sikani. Yes, you have to get value for your dollar. Me manu chodia me yan say adia no simple. Uyisu we ABC apps no doso. Ba o be ya wa search through.
Yes, numbers don't lie.
Numbers don't lie. Let's share the rate here then.
Yeah, papa.
Yes, simple.
Well, quantitative analysis and yes, subjective. One is always bigger than two.
Exactly.
Two is always bigger than one. Sorry, well, we say we 11.8. Now we 11.1. Also 11.1. It's up to you.
I know the wala.
Wala.
11.80.
Yeah, we send about 1,000.
The closest 11.72.
Yeah. Nti we send $1,000 coins be good so again all the mobile beka better was so at least you maximize your money.
18 years more.
Oh yeah, a lot of money.
Send $1,000 now now who say
800 0.8 becomes 800 cities and a lot of money that someone you would do a lot of justice to it. What they send you be able solving a problem at least for a day or two. I mean, when it comes to numbers, there once I did them that when you be until you always have to think through. But when they see and you said by hitting background account to pine. And if you send 1,000 and he's getting 10,800, no send we know 10,700. He himself knows. He knows that winning money more than this. See, you take advantage of it and make sure that you get the best that you can out of the money. Lemonade there, don't you can't go wrong with it. The one thing I don't say money chapa, they've never been less than Obia match up that since they came to the system. You say any other we are match up, they are always below. So why wouldn't you go for the one leading the pack and always make good money out of it? And you sign up once, you don't need to travel anywhere to go and sign up. Like I say, opportunity cost. What's one of now crowd near my you are sending. So at least take advantage and maximize your money.
Okay. Unity Radio 103.9 80 and so Ediano Lemonade Finance. Now fast like I say ma Kumasi market. Kumasi market. Kumasi market say Afinshapa sales.
Yeah.
Afinshapa sales. Egu so te brane bedu dwa nyina ewo ho Kumasi market. Na bibia nso entumi nkoye emfa emam. Omo so boy nchidom gidi na yedi dwumadi edi ebrem Kumasi market. Kumasi market. Emu ede nti bra na ebra ebedu dwa nyina wo Kumasi market na yentumi ema bibia so nkonkan omo nyina boy chidom na yedi dwumadi edi ebrem. In the past year, a lot of activities happened close to the end of the year. Yentumi ni mu ani hu nkomo a ebe highlight kakra nsana yaba behwe what's at stake today. Na ena ebedi nkomo bebre Manucho Magandi.
Yeah.
I feel not calling the same now. And what would be your resolution for this year?
Yeah, for me it has been a good year. A lot of good decisions, bad decisions, indecisions. I mean,
that makes you a human.
Oh yes.
So me good decisions in one. Life
even becomes boring.
There's none like Jesus.
Life even becomes boring. As a civil engineer, you can have a straight road and precision level near very high. Kumasi. They can give you a road of such sort, but they will tell you that accident was because it becomes boring. You can drive about 10 minutes without having nothing to do. He's even lost in thought. He starts thinking of the girlfriend or train will be and as you say the baby and school fees. But when it's changing or tennis or yes at least it keeps him alert in a level. The same thing happens to life. Life is like a roller coaster, very sinusoidal. At one point you'll be at the very, very top, apex. Now then you drop to the abyss of the pit. Now sunrise you to a middle. Boom. So my life here interesting. People go on roller coasters because they want to enjoy those sinusoidal waves nearby. And see, for me, I agree with you perfectly that some of the decisions, some very costly, you wish they had not happened. Some of them too, because say me far Benko Street in Amkonya shop me say me ni jeje me nya salmon me pam ko bon kwan. Nti me kra na come for one come for 190 na because me fa Benko. So that is how life is. You can meet opportunities too by some decision that we are out of nothing. So for me, that's what really happened. It has not been a bad year. It has really, I would say certain things went so well. I mean, it was a year I was able to get a job. I mean, buy a dream car and all those things happened within the year under review. I mean, some also retarded me to a point, but like you said, and then the money pay nipa. So all in all, I'll give it, I'll give it a thumbs up. I'll give it a good year. I wouldn't say it was excellent. I wouldn't say it was bad. I wouldn't say it was fair. I'll say it was good. Just a step to excellence. Then I'll be in that mark. So for me, I really loved the year. I mean, it was good. Coming back to Worcester has been a fruitful one. I mean, I've been to a few places, but I think that this place really receives everyone. If you are in Worcester now, you are to come here, sit in this place. All the goodies are in this place. Okay. I mean, it comes with it's all this, bads and goods, but ultimately, it's the place to start a life. Or even live for the rest of your life. So for me, that's what I'll say the year. It has been a good year for me, a very, very good year for me. In that
Fantastic.
Regard.
It's good to be grateful, you know, to God for whatever wrongs, goods, that you enjoy.
Exactly.
You know, as human beings, sometimes now we only look out for the good things.
Yeah, good things.
But the mistakes we make us human.
Yeah, stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Building.
Yeah.
Am I to me learning a lot from the mistakes we make? You know? Untuminya robot. And one thing, my resolution for the year. I wanted to know your resolution for the year. I want to share with my audience, viewers, listeners, and he said, "And for any year, and show be butum. Don't put your happiness
in somebody's
pocket.
Great.
Whether it's your husband, whether it's your wife, whether kids, it's your
children, your friends, your family, your dad.
You know, you should find a way to be happy no matter what. Sometimes we over expect from people and only lead you to disappointment. So if you are over expecting, limit your expectations and make disappointment and failures part of life. You did say something at the initial stage of the program. Who can say sometimes people will not be there for you
all the time.
Say And I have a typical example,
Yeah,
a typical.
yeah.
Some share on radio is what. Maybe by
yeah,
the time we
quite.
finish the show,
Yeah.
a lot of people will not even talk to me again.
Yes, I know.
What
I
I say?
understand.
You know what I went through,
Yeah.
my accident by, and at the same time, I mean, fa akwenya we so na titru asofo phobia se.
Yeah,
Asofo Reverend Dr. Thomas Ofori.
yeah. Good shepherd.
From day one, Papa, we every court appearance that I had to go. They all be Ujaiba. Reverend John Asantibio.
Yeah.
Reverend Father
Baptist.
Enoch Kusichiramatin.
Kalek.
Reverend Nana Ousu Bembel.
President.
Miamas
Yeah.
Misofo.
Yeah.
SD Sofo. Sofo Isaac Jamra.
Jamra.
Sofo Isaac Jamra.
Yeah.
Yamin Shrano.
Yeah.
And then Pastor Steve
Yeah.
of Faith Fellowship.
Faith Fellowship.
Pastor Steve, like me kokotwa, the judge fumbles. I say,
Yeah.
this guy must be a very, very good person because she clergy cry didn't achieve backward
Yeah.
the day. Many good person, many perfect
Oh yeah,
person.
but you do your best.
Yeah,
I mean,
I try.
Yeah.
Paul, I say we have to strive.
Right. Yeah.
So we strive.
Yeah.
You know, we
be
are
good.
full of mistakes because we are humans.
That makes us
but we
human.
strive.
Yeah, to is human.
But like I was saying, back to me initial point say, say woka se wo ko wachi na waka say nipa bi a ebi akro mu na wafa omo say.
Yeah.
Say ye de me kwa. We mu pa ne mabusua. Say ye de me kwa. We mu pa ne nipa me
Yeah.
say omo de omo ti be si from na omo na hwe wiem amame. There are some of them are me court a court hearings from 2019. Ebesi Nyankopon adom 2022 November 18th last year Anna me court case resolved. There are some of them are 3 years me case running accident me running. Me feel some me family mo in courtroom hokra single time.
Exactly.
One day.
Yeah.
Cry BNC. One day.
And yes, so many but they had busy schedules.
They say, "Mama, the new data. No, I can't. Oh, me court date. You say me court date. There are some of them. They didn't even step at the courthouse for a day. No, I can say, it be other way or by another way. Went to
our appointment. Yeah.
So, just like you said, we shouldn't over expect. I don't just say many obi yaka. I don't just say many obi problem. But I'm just making a point.
Exactly. Say.
Obia on the reason
life somebody's going through now say na me pa meaning then you order for to say that is the life.
Yeah,
the story of the good Samaritan. Exactly. When we are falling they will not be there.
I'm just just saying say we shouldn't over expect
from people.
So until the Bible say no man can do dinner.
Yeah,
you know that's why the good book in this year did because you know,
everything the diagranting of nyama fire.
Yeah, the Bible can be no unse Bible a moral book.
Yeah,
and a practical life
book. Yes. Beyond heaven be a bekono. It's a virtuous book and everything about life is in there.
It's in there.
I mean,
it's in there. It's in no man.
That's a member Jamaya because if you are now win to mention no never be school best say. I mean, beyond say fornication here when school fornicate. What if the consequences you will not be able to bear it? Your bar won't you go school will be say. So I agree with you. Carve your own age. Happiness is free.
See, let's put our own happiness. Let's put our own happiness in our pockets. Don't over expect.
Yeah.
Say you kunu. Say you nua. Say you wafase. Say you ba. Say you nana. Say you wadamfo. Say whatever. Don't over expect. Don't over expect. Many Ahmed Edin a lot during this festivity period, and these are some of the conversations we were having. You know, don't over expect because so over expect if in the power you be disappointed
all the time. You'll not be happy.
And Tebasa Abribia when you know what the shasa any pakron butum when you know we brush them aside.
Yeah,
live your life. Unim the entire make us ahead. Manucho, I went to help out something with on Main Street, I'm sorry, be here from a net of compassion.
Okay.
And what they do, they say, homeless. They receive donations from all walks of life.
Exactly.
Now, clothing shop. Food pantry. I went there after my court case, and I say, community service 100 hours. So I went there. Me say me background. Ask me sorry, me Christianity. It's me 2 churches.
Yeah.
To serve from.
Yeah.
And then one was on Main Street. Now, Bako, Southwest Assembly of God. They were linking Ghana for Krata program. Hona, Elizabeth, until Lizzie, Yamfajun. I don't know, class or on a Joseph. Enti me cry hona me ka sen ka mo menko but then almost say omo frɛ administrators na no omo nya omo because I felt say Ghana for bibiri honti I thought I wanted to go there and I omo ka say there is equally another church, Spanish church a Main Street 764 Main Street.
Okay.
And I make us okay. I want to do just the hours not quick and get over into Mekoho. I went there. Spanish guy be ho. And then Juma. No one like yes, I quite mo. The iron say homeless and nipa munyam one bar. Or more be no maybe here be na so ntumi ya. Na wabuano yamane.
So helping hand.
And yet Frokra, I was down, but I started to say the Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Tadiani hanga it is a Walmart clothing. Yeah. But you have to make sure so Obia Nimoroso. Nipa Bakubia one Tadia 10. Ada and Tadia Wojumano. Nipa Bakubia how to me 10 pieces. You can tell me you are. We have to make sure say I can't say Obi Nimoroso said the bear others no so ba. It's just helping them.
Helping around.
Yeah, around and all that. Now one guy, Spanish guy, very interesting guy. Me say mobile, me say it is all the OTV, boss Spanish in you, no more sunny, because you're quite until the people start coming in. Omoba by Edgeman, Omba by Sister Newmano, I don't baba for Adriano, Nina time near between 1 and 3.
Oh, okay, that's 2 hours.
I 1, you started 1 by 3, na ye and now 4 at most, na ye. Until just by 3 hours be and the mom no more be. Now this guy it's so funny. Manuchu, you know why I'm saying this? Tell me, say try and live a life. Because all the DJ show be Thomas, somebody will be living your life for you. Try and live a life. Me call her. I've been going that wife in Kwajumo feed there. I've been going there. Me call her last week. Me call akoye ayi. You could have fun. Me call ya unia. Ye clinic or me bodo movie me rema. Yes, Carlos. Oh,
wow. I didn't think I think you got a bad ending. I'm not so.
Yeah. Yes, Carlos. Oh.
Very full of life, feisty, bubbly.
I'm telling you, me send a picture cry. And I no more down. I went there and I call. Wow. I went there yesterday and I shed tears.
You just met the person.
Oh yeah, the most happiest. Me see.
Yeah, very bubbly.
Picture crazy. You know, so a black Spanish.
Yeah, okay.
When a typical a black Spanish. Na me who nipa na ni jin who we send da.
Wow.
You know what happened to him?
Tell me.
Yes, will be the cool. Yes, I read that hole. Or drive say and then you saw feeling something on his chest. He was driving during the festivity, or feeling something in the chest. And then he pulled over. On no occurred to me, a pull over. Packet car. The next time, Nipa be calling chain, he was on his steer. The nice break is wow.
Tempo frame power.
Woo, he's dead.
Yeah. I know.
So I went there yesterday and I was having a review of what life is.
Yeah.
And then who can think and what is life? What is life? Manu, that's why. So I learned, sometimes they say it will have a great impact on you because within the shortest time, but 2 weeks.
Yes.
Like you love him
exactly
because of who he is.
Very bubbly, feisty. I mean,
every day.
He will no bekasa.
Papa. What's the Spanish?
Exactly, Papa.
You want me to teach you the Spanish dance, Papa? No.
Wow, no, sir.
It's so funny.
Bubbly. Oh, Charlie. No, it wanted to tell you a moral lesson. Even the choice of that place in Adenia to adapt to everything what you've been through and how to know what life is.
I learned a lot. I learned. There's one guy. He's called Louis.
Yeah.
There's that. Me catch and say I'll bring them on the radio and interview them.
Yeah.
You know how the church net of compassion it came about?
Tell me.
It came about because the man now he was a homeless or in Roman or born ye no te kwan what he said here all boy homeless for no and then he did something he went to jail.
Yeah. Look for me.
Got that jail and nyame osi nyame and onya encounter with God.
Yeah.
And he promised God, say, where you took me from and brought me to jail, you wanted to tell me something.
Yeah.
So I am going to help those people I was with.
Yeah.
Like the man's story.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Very.
And all the boys are where boys are no more so quite.
Yeah. I
All
get
the,
you.
me say Carlos no catch him. Carlos no say no ankasa. He was in jail for 20 years.
Wow.
Because no you drug baron no was in Rofi Mexico near the one the yenti guy be on any year juma. The guy wanted to take his place. The guy ni ban fee with gun. He be cool in the bush for and then ono cool guy no. So he had to go to jail for 20 years. Almost think because self-defense, but because of involvement, not only the initiative, the whole litigation.
Yeah.
Until he had to go to because Uncle Oshada Konodi for the Akobekov in prison for life. Yeah. But because of almost
the story behind the shows that
story behind that.
You own our
who initiated litigation.
Exactly.
So they had to give him 20 years.
Wow.
And when he's telling you your story, wow, your jaw will break. People have stories to share. And when I started hearing these stories, when I started hearing these stories, let me see, God has a reason
for everything under the sun.
He brought me here.
You all have a story.
You know because my accident.
Yeah.
In Ipefrim, the final day of the court. Na program. Judges. I didn't have to even say this. Some person may call. But I have to share this just to motivate somebody for this year before I start the program.
Exactly.
So you call my case prosecutor say state prosecutor or say nipa na meka bo obi amanewu ti yam fa me nkoto afiase 6 months na yam me probation after 6 months yam probation 2 years. What I said. This was what the
prosecutor wanted.
Yeah. And then my lawyer also argued that this was just a pure accident.
No, backgrounds so intent, you can't intent, motivation,
it was just a bad accident.
Yes.
It was just a bad accident. So why? So you know the family of the people.
Yeah, were also good.
But I shed tears at the courtroom. And I saw one staff of the judge, secretaries, I was crying because family never testimony. No, people at the courtroom or him people, they were all crying, and that lady was crying. The judge sat there and said, "This guy is just a good guy, and bad things happen to good people." And me, the judge sitting here, this thing that happened to this happened to Noah can happen to me. So why should I send him to jail? And our family they say, even if our brother was alive, he will never wish him to go to jail. No, not to talk of him losing his license for that long and all that. So the family that was supposed to even
prosecute or put more petrol in the fire decided to quench it for you.
Quench it for me.
It's
me we are judge community service 100 hours community na nipa because the person unfortunately our film now you're such a person now you're drug or you know not all film. Not opposite giant or rehab. So I know what I'm saying. So me call ya made stories when the guy because I felt say me call your community. When I went there, the guy was telling me my old jail 20 years. And we say me na me homeless ti kwan ho ya ye nro ya che for tum na sofo ya sofo no true sofo no like I was hearing stories manujo.
Everything has a reason. So our community service but it helps to let the person have a different way of life.
Stories wow. And I'm saying no, God brought me here I think for a purpose, for a reason, for me to hear other people's stories and to appreciate what he's done for me. I agree, pa. It's just me say no, you know, and you did a sermon for the show this morning. So the essence of our presence in this world is to help one another.
Impact.
That's it.
Make impact, not just live life.
That's it. You know, and to try and live a life. And this is my resolution for the year. Live a life. So
happiness is free. Don't let anybody buy your happiness.
Sometimes I did be free and chaya na yem. ɛna me na naka kyɛm sɛ makasa se me dem ta
Yeah.
aka obi sam sɛ aponche ebetumi ayɛ obɔne me na na okrama bi may her soul rest in perfect peace me na na de me boni dia because me na ne tonight na ya betie ton o chirkrom me na na e fa no akua techiao
wow
may her soul rest in peace
wow
me na naka kyɛm sɛ
aponche
betumi ayɛ obɔne na okrama bi e fa no ehia wa engu ehia wa
engu
yeah o say ehia wa engu betumi ayɛ obɔne onua no ono na be
obɔne
you are beating him to death.
Yeah, then what happens to you? I mean, it's deep.
It's just as the ear can say, don't over expect nipa be your bonnet, nipa be for
one of your
expectations now. Ususuno untumi a human. Know that he also also shortfalls.
Oh yes.
Also not perfect. You know, and you be a journey the same. We all have different philosophies of life. We all have a journey
different beliefs, different.
Exactly.
You see where you are coming from shapes you up. In terms of baby neighbor.
Exactly.
I mean, the experiences are manner some way. You're being expensive. In terms of the way of are different. Maybe through you, the person will encounter his own experience and also shape up for the battles ahead. Yeah. It's very true. Like you said, I'm interested in trying to know that envy no one, carve your own nature, happiness is free. I mean, these are three statements. Maybe I would be some like I said, about my resolutions.
Yeah.
Envy no one in this world. Carve your own niche. Try to create your own path. Man, Debiano, you are looking over your shoulders. Hey, no poor day. And I'm going to the Kalisha cry. You know what do?
Kevin agree.
Kevin. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kevin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my sister phone his number because me. Now can be block number no cry.
Okay.
Master, good morning. It's been some time. Happy New Year, Kevin Agri.
Yeah, Kevin. No.
Didn't buy and who say it sounds.
Kevin Agri.
Yeah, it sounds like friend Kevin.
No.
Kevin, so much. I'm my own wife. Official part. Me did say on some here.
Yeah, envy no one. Carve your own niche. Happiness is free. I mean, if you take this things through this year, you'll be fine. Yeah. Mama, when you and question be bottom man and say you need somebody to make you happy.
We are talking much. Yeah, suffer but we are motivational speakers.
Oh yes.
We are motivators because we come here every day to inspire, to urge, to motivate, to let you know that you can take a step further. Yeah. You know. And don't over expect. That is, I did the show trim this year.
Yes.
Do not over expect
from anyone.
Do not over expect.
You'll be too disappointed and not live your life to the fullest. I mean, anything should be a surprise to you. But if you get shocked, shock is not good. Surprise is good. Well, meaning down or the brand, you say meaning that why are there power? I mean, that should be your story. But I say, Charlie, I do a call on the yam pa, no many that so pa, no one know the yam. Yeah, it shouldn't be your song or your story.
Mami Alice Kwan so say mama for Nkai.
Yeah.
You remind your man for say, especially omo Lincoln Village area why no muzo munya radio ni say. Say Alexa.
Yeah.
And one say be catch Alexa said, Alexa play Unity Radio Worcester. Alexa play me say mo bi sisife.
Yeah.
I have radio in the living room and then Alexa in the bedroom.
Exactly.
Until I just go there's an calling in here. Alexa play Unity Radio and then it's playing Unity Radio Worcester.
Very easy.
And she say, baby, out say radio no unya enduru ho me pacho your best bet be Alexa.
Yeah.
And now phone so uko Play Store obetumi download Unity Radio Worcester app no Play Store and also obetumi etie through na bibia nso atumi akonkan Alexa play Unity Radio Worcester. Me ma me Alex kwa ma ya mo official pa me nua ba Monica Osei official pa me gidi se ohun ye ohun ma hati ya ma ya ko ohun ma hati enye yi ne ofa ba ko ose ne ofa otwa to okra enso asan Efrim onso asan Efrim
too bad
so ohun ma hati se utie Anopa ya ma official pa at the same time asan Emma Yako. We have a lot of people asofofo no ya ma mu nyina official pa nyame adwumayefo a nyame de mu asi ensafo ahodo ano ya ma mu nyina Pastor Steve special good morning from me to you Pastor Reverend Jonas Antibio special good morning and happy new year papa. Reverend Dr. Thomas Ofori, we spoke yesterday once again happy new year and thanks for everything mo ye ma me all the pastors, the reverend fathers, Reverend Father Inoku Sichira Martin me te father so na ma sorry nyame shira papa. I always say Ghana time I so I call Roman Catholic no na enye easy say obehu father o enye easy say obenya encounter with father Jesus okobon kan
I no cry say screen you don't have easy access
so enye nyame adom ha father Anopa ya cry te ha father test me
they represent God
so
on it.
refreshing
Yeah, yeah.
And me am so for Reverend and Owusu Bembel.
Yeah.
Papa, me ma wachi. Nyame shira wo ne mama nyina. God richly bless you. Pastor Steve, I don't know what I will do and how much I will thank you. Sanso ena me papa Santibio. Nyame shira. Me papa Isaac Jamra.
Yeah.
SDA pastor. Papa, nyame shira dodo. Minim ni ameka na o ma mu nyansa ene hunumu ne ahoden na adwuma ode ahye mo nsa no. Montumi nyenhye ono ankasa din enemy onyam asofo for there na metumi ebisa mamo de metumi ebisa mamo ane nyansa nhunumu ene the power of God, the true power of God na motumi e de aye na adwuma ama ofra wa fra mo no eso aba mfaso aba omunti a wa fra mo nyame hira mu nyina ya ma obi bia fishiapa edin ne de ntimi mo boni nyina but mamema Margaret Jenfi,
Yeah.
my wife, and so special happy new year and all the kids.
Yeah.
Noah Opoku Jenfi Jr., Jeremiah Asante Opoku Jenfi, and of course David Osei Mensa Opoku Jenfi. Onona yama munyina afishiapa. And to, of course, the entire Unity Radio crew, Royal Baby Justin Lamti Onapo, King Kalusha, ne uni yama afishiapa, Manucho. The Maganda, the morning show host Bray, special happy new year to you, Auntie Lizzie, and there are a couple of people coming on board pretty shortly. You best start new programs. Anna Yancha Konedu, Konedu say we won't shano, yeah, Konedu or him is say, Monsieur Anam Kobundi, or your him out. Yeah, on the akusin and yet abritre himani bio. Yeah, on the akusin him out Ghana. Ankasa.
Near then I saw pen and kunja.
I saw a pen and kunja, maybe some. Na yadiaba. Auntie Kunadu so Yamawa Fishapa. Ohima Kunadu Nipani Dawson. You know about Ahmed. Ahmed of City Trans. Special happy new year. You are indeed a genuine brother. Nyamin Shroud. Ahmed, my official pastor, Soronko Sokra. Happy New Year to you and the family. And congratulations to, there is an addition to the family. Yeah. Ahmed Yira was just last week here. Okay. Until there is a new addition to the family. And my union Abema Ahmed, official pa. Near Simon, congratulations on the new kid. On the block. Abusia, you didn't come over, you better cast your mind back and say that kind of Chelsea is a good. Hey, Open National Chelsea party.
It reminds me of Arsenal 10 years ago.
Yeah, Chelsea a good.
First half,
and then Kalusha, King Kalusha Waha. Gaza on the Chelsea platform. The coach is a total waste. Wow, I now can be say Chelsea players need be a prepare.
Oh yeah, he has a very lean squad.
No, I get that. But
Chelsea regulars, but 10 James Reese,
we had injury and we've been having injury, but Chelsea hasn't gone as bad. Yeah, Bob Porty said now Chelsea bench should be better than Nottingham Forest.
Yeah,
and we are.
Yeah.
Now, Nottingham Forest, look at the abysmal performance.
I agree. It's a city team. Momoni template. Your bench doesn't play so much. Like
they do. This is the coach that rotates more than any other coach.
I agree in principle, but I'm saying like a Chelsea bench should be better than Nottingham Forest. That was the premise. I made. Let me defeat say on a normal day over the past 2 decades there, Chelsea are building on saying that its bench should be or will be better than Nottingham Forest way. But football so there, I mean the more you play, cohesion, any telepathy, any understanding at the end, it comes with time. Where I will agree with you, there was a city. The city bench is saying they are very good. Or resting most of the boys, but still on
the ball against City.
Yeah.
Tell me how many players who are not first team players.
Oh, but
FA Cup no players are more Mbobi and are more free youth by Humphrey. And boy now ball left a friend saying Ville.
Yeah.
Ville.
Oh, yeah, these are relative names.
But unim a year. No, Ville no they the first game new. Humphrey no the first game.
But still they are not. I mean, Ville near the way there.
Two players.
I get you.
City played about 3 Palmer, Luis, and another player. City in Subobi, and a City in Sude relatively apart from that,
that's why I wanted to go. That someone said City as a template into be a shema. It works on boss Haaland.
No, Manu. Chelsea has been Chelsea since Abramovich bought 2004.
No, but
we haven't gone this low.
I agree with you.
Coaching in Yadia.
I agree. The same thing I want to tell you that. My problem with Potter is that. My problem with Potter is that he has no template. Only format obo. On say the modern day coaches no. Obi on the format obo, but on who win the style.
Chelsea ebe lusu match cry under Thomas Tuchel no.
Yeah.
And once Tuchel was also losing it before he sacked. We lose to Dynamo Zagreb, Leicester trashy, and we had some terrible results under Tuchel. But comparatively, Sawosha Tuchel na yen lose consecutive games cry. Na ye lose ani ashe, maybe about draw, ni abe lose. But the desire, the fight, the energy, players as a coach, you know. And now I was listening to ESPN, Leboeuf, so Frank Leboeuf, former Chelsea player.
Yeah.
I say, just say because he was like me. Initially, Potter buying.
Yeah.
He was like me, supporting him, thinking, said, this is a good appointment and a new era.
Yeah.
Yema longevity kakra team ni mu. Sustainability.
Yeah.
Yen sustaining coach. Now on check. Now on to build the team. But then on ESPN after the game, was see.
No, but
this is embarrassment.
No, but I think you should still keep to that script. So be Samia.
Say Yama coach went now.
Yes,
we can't even buy a player.
You see, over the years, 5 minutes and come diagnosis what I feel about Chelsea.
I'll give you the 5 minutes.
It's over the years. Chelsea has been a quick fix team, and it has always worked for them. Because this Chelsea is the only team of which Magic League next season no 10th. The next season Belgian Champions League. You have those things going around you.
I mean cutting now. So quick fix now more can. Enye yenkwa na air quick fix so. The Biana Musri Chelsea.
Big boys in the
Musri Chelsea say pam coaches because Ferguson obi antumi pam no.
Yes.
Arsene Wenger obi antumi pam no. Arsene Wenger feel more pam coaches saying.
Oh, just a few, but
at least. But how many years na mum pam coach?
No, but Chelsea
how many years na Fergie pam coach? Fergie or no mum pam. Fergie coach how many coaches na United have? All the big teams they do it.
Yes.
Because na mum coach and na deliver.
Yeah.
And na one legacy in Fergie and Arsene Wenger.
No, but Chelsea they no yejuma. Potter pen wabe say sa we no. That's why I say give me time. After Raniel Lumona we buy no. Mourinho after Mourinho AVB munya they did well. AVB did well. Go say they be ya there. Oh, they did well. But say na enye bad thing. So time I want pam na team na kwaje Champions League. Team na kwaje Champions League.
AVB na ba to say we. Your friends saying
Potter the enye kra. Potter is the worst Chelsea coach in the last 2 decades.
That's it. He needs to. Enra, I listened to
Leboeuf. These are big boys.
No, Manucho. Tie.
N'Golo Kante.
No. Forget about that.
James
Liverpool had
Fofana, Chilwell, Broja, Loftus-Cheek, Sterling, Pulisic, Mendy.
Pulisic, go and check how many games he started.
These are
no.
These are boys.
Go and check how many games he started all year.
But the coach is unlucky to lose all these boys. Only Loftus-Cheek, only Pulisic, only Broja. Broja started well for you.
Broja hasn't been starting.
No, but Uncle was squad, a lean squad. I agree that
I totally understand. Say you're listening, you're alarming. But we share players, coach, no, Chelsea, fit on the bar. N'Golo Kante. Reece James and I want to be now. Broja and starter.
Fofana.
Yeah, Fofana might Fofana cry. No, Reece James N'Golo Kante and Reece James and a Benchewa probably.
Fofana there. Fofana should start.
No, Fofana. No, that's a coach. We buy Fofana. No man started. And I know man bobo ya a Champions League. You know, about to aswano.
Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, Raheem Sterling. Okay, so N'Golo Kante, Raheem Sterling, Reece James, Mendy is your starter under this coach. Oh yeah,
I agree with you, but
coach doesn't like.
But it's unlucky. It's unlucky. Make sure the injury squad when I'm saying coach.
We've had the same injury list last year
because
no Raheem Sterling, but James Prime, Benchilwell Prime, N'Golo Kante Prime, Kovacic Prime last year.
Yeah,
under Tuchel.
Yeah,
it's in your first time ni.
Oh yeah, me what agree with you? Only
charisma.
Only template. You know style or ball.
You know what I don't like about him.
Yeah, tell me.
Say players need bobola. Obi bofo kra no is like that's why you know them so okuta a masters in psychology.
Yeah.
Omo me psychology no.
Yeah, they always
they don't want to step on anyone. Person beti obi anaso.
Yeah.
And you can be a coach like that. You know, I was saying and rather me obi didn't go I'm going to say Brighton team na near so no na yen na you no.
Yeah.
The Brighton team is good. Quality players. I won't say yembu, but recruitment staff because McAllister almost on 18 point something.
Yeah.
Trossard, even Moses Casido almost on 18 million.
Yeah.
So they are talking about 100 million.
Of course, never turn the player there. Say,
Omunim players to.
Yeah.
Omunim players to. On say, Omuko Argentina, any Mexico.
Then now you are holding brief for him. That maybe Omunim to about Chelsea doesn't know how to buy. That's why maybe he suffered.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
See. Chelsea recruitment, they saw him say they have had problems.
Exactly. So maybe it's good, but no.
And yes, sir, what I'm saying is that we were giving the entire pen as a mono. A Juma and me feel so you're Brighton. But coach we are about no deserve, you know.
Yeah.
He's better a tactician than
him.
They are playing better and you see or change systems. So you say, but we no boys no more good. Nti any on say who players or me good. Any just like we say Pep Guardiola dey obi be 15 na.
Don't say next time mo quick face ni na mo the coach is bad there. Coach be more level kakra but no
exactly.
It was a downgrade. We took el na Kofa Porter. It's a downgrade.
And that is
maybe
why
I will lose AVB na Kofa goes heading ka. Obi anim say na Ancelotti ba.
Boy 11 Pepe Pani Akatis Sports.
Ancelotti ba onim say Ancelotti obi good. Nti but to go for Harry Potter, to go for Porter, it was a downgrade.
Yeah.
And unfortunately the boys are also injured. In a coach Mona Tomboyle now so purchases crown so another.
Yeah.
Since so anam way he's thinking of Enzo. And maybe Arsenal Madrid, Arsenal boy
Brighton will Intina no more copy Brighton. Onza no more copy recruitment you for.
You should have gotten him.
Yeah.
They should have gotten him.
Omu good recruitment staff.
They should have gotten
now
him.
Brighton team talk Korea. And no two almost stadium ka.
63 million.
And no two no top player back no two almost stadium ka.
So they had
almost budget here as low as
the Chelsea problem. See they are Tonya me. Me how say mo share just the coach
No, Manichu. Let me tell you. Then to fix Chelsea.
Yeah.
And I was reading an article this morning. Meaning say where Luis Enrique has been. Almost say he was offered 2 weeks ago. It's a World Cup time. And I'm going to no more final a 3-year contract. But I don't know say on the rebel for his penny for sooner. They didn't want to kick. Say be and say in the event say we are working out as a there. And I say Atletico ni Chelsea pre. Luis Enrique. I was watching a Spanish station this morning where they were talking about that. But I'm pointing in and he said to fix Chelsea problem. Number one thing, we have to get rid of the coach. So coach we were her. You nya player Papa Biakra and Tobio. Lebafti talk about that because we need charisma. And took your coach to be and Ramon buy or say players will trust you, will trust your system when the results are coming.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes, the results are bad. Then when you're coaching, now when you're to me over players, respect, you earn the respect.
Yeah.
But look at the way the team is going.
Yeah, falling.
Oh yeah. The last Premier League, Makumako 8 ayabo. You're winning one.
Exactly.
And one Bournemouth. You're winning
just
one.
That's the last. Yeah.
8. It didn't see Chelsea about
Newcastle.
Chelsea, if he's 34 years in, you're more Carling Cup, FA Cup, MIM Frimu. First round that. Say about City, say about United, say about wine. Chelsea doesn't get up.
It's an all-time low. I agree. All-time low.
City, you know, we share semi-final.
Yeah.
And you chow. And now let's talk about your trophy in the semi. No, yeah. The year before. When him say last 3 years, FA Cup, ni na final.
Yeah.
Yeah, no more. Atata first season.
Yeah.
And now Frank Lampard and now or say 2-1.
Yeah.
And now yeah. Leicester, Clemens boss, I shot to be almost 1-0. And last year, Liverpool almost in the penalties. Carling Cup last year, sir. And
so knockouts in the day, you always in the forefront.
Cup competitions crying film 34 years in year film. Ninga first matches first round a year born year film,
which is bad.
All time low.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm say problem like tactical and technical. Tactically is a problem, but players now so now Moses so you get your Kantes and go back. And now honest now also should have a very good mind. Tuchel was not sad because tactically was not good. He did not really respect the board near the energy and say fear money at the egos. Tuchel's ego. So now go across and Mosangofano. Now Onan Bogu said they shouldn't mention Tuchel's name in his years. Because he was not sacked for seriously footballing reasons.
Yeah,
although he was also not doing
ideologies.
Well. Yeah, and the Pamano. He didn't want to engage in player recruitment. He felt that it was too big for it. Into Osmani agents in there to go and Perivon Jones and that's disrespecting the idea. But I think that in principle I agree. So many coach will be there. The names mentioned will let because this time which coach never.
No, we need to change. We need to do an overhaul.
Yeah,
I was advocating for Luis Enrique on our platform yesterday. And Ebimu say Oh, Luis Enrique there, Bimusum Fuaso. And I mean, there are coaches available. Mauricio Pochettino is available. Luis Enrique is available. Zidane is available.
Yeah, Zidane them the French national team no pay. No,
until French.
No,
president did not tell me.
Yeah, did
I feel no patcho. No, French Federation I beg council press conference.
No, today.
Omo extended contract or a press conference now.
Yeah.
Omo Zidane as I say Zidane did Zidane call me or no? Did Zidane call me? No. He wouldn't even try. Even if he did call me, I wouldn't even pick up the phone.
Wow, that was tough.
Yeah. And Mbappe was the first French player no be blasted FFF president, you know, and now he's come out with an apology letter. Yeah, program.
Yeah, so there's bad blood.
Also, don't disrespect the legend.
Yes.
Zidane is France.
Yes.
Mbappe, no.
Yes. But the champ is doing well. You see, that's where the problem is.
Oh yeah, they are. Into the champ, better you forever. And look at what Zidane did for France.
Yeah.
Zidane is the face of French football.
Oh, I agree. After Platini, Zidane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, it was all-time low. I
agree in principle, but also where we are now, the champ is not doing a bad job.
Oh yeah, and Eva,
Grabnowski.
No, not Grabnowska. Yeah, you know, your medical.
Obana Morino. Yeah, Eva Canero says.
Or the Canero. I'm saying
Eva Canero.
Ganero, and
Canero, something like that.
Yeah. Mami Abasi and Sankofano. I think. Some might disagree with me. Say the issue is not Potter, but coach, you know.
Yeah. Potter only system. The word I was looking for, only system. Yeah. Once a team down on a system, or Arsenal saying.
You don't see the player. Not Chelsea, boy, and City.
Yeah.
I say, Nottingham Forest.
Exactly. It was
show a fight. You know, Mauricio Sarri time he lost 6-0 to City, but he played offensive football.
Yeah.
Go all out because it was transitioning
against the backdrop. What City bench and so grad no around more. Now he has put the likes
Kevin
of
De Bruyne and Mobi, Haaland and Mobi.
Silva.
Bernardo Silva.
Silva, okay.
Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez. Other players beat the
then these are two great players on one ball, but I mean on any given
day. Gundogan.
Yeah, Gundogan I saw. It looks like Gundogan. Yeah, it looks more
like. Look at all these players City bench.
Yes, and that's what. First half 3-0. Yeah.
The way I'm ball run.
Yeah.
Time crowd. Yeah. And Chelsea started strongly because we started with strong team.
Yeah.
With the exception of Ville, and Humphrey, Zakaria.
Yeah.
Koulibaly. You have
Koulibaly there.
Jorginho, Kovacic, Kai Havertz, Messi Mount.
I need a striker. I think Kai Havertz in a makeshift as a centre forward.
Oh yeah, useless. Change the word useless.
With time, he's been counted as one overrated German player. I don't know why.
And people are saying, "Wakobo World Cup, Hakim Ziyech, they are more money chance." Hakim Ziyech,
he can't. Chelsea too big for him.
He was as awful as the word itself. Enra.
Oh, it's a place where my team small. I think Chelsea is too big for him. Also call some of those low-minded teams. Chelsea, I mean,
Eva Canero.
Canero. Yes. Exactly.
Chelsea fans are mood teaming in Abbey. At this juncture, we don't have to aim for a trophy this year because Champions League, the AC can have Borussia Dortmund, Krabi, and Massive.
Yeah, you are 10 points off the top 4.
Yeah, 10 points off the top 4. We are even closer to the bottom to relegation than the top 4.
Yeah,
we are closer to relegation.
Chelsea TV, Arsenal TV are bred. Chelsea fans can speak better than Arsenal fans in that regard. But
Chelsea TV, official Chelsea TV.
Na bakuna mode anke wi ana ya interview fans.
And then I'm fans channel.
Fans channel ni bi no. Arsenal Chelsea fans TV. But you see, they should fight for maybe a top 6 because it's there where United is.
No, Manucho, we are not out of the top 4.
We sure?
If we get I'm using conditions.
Yes.
If we get Newcastle will drop out of top 4. I can assure you that.
But United will be in there.
Newcastle drop out. There will be 2 places to fight for between Liverpool, Chelsea, and United. 2 tough games coming up.
Yeah.
What I said against Arsenal, against City,
against
Thursday. So Wednesday is a Thursday, and then against Arsenal.
Yeah.
And City Beshe United. Yeah. Arsenal Beshe United. 6 points drop. Now you know momentum. You see, the entire
I agree with you. Something positive.
Yeah,
something should change.
Now, how can you draw against Nottingham Forest? 19th place team.
Exactly. That was the lowest point. And coach I can say we deserve a point. me share the
I was no,
the way you played
ball are not team boy and they deserve points,
exactly.
so he was right to say that.
Exactly.
But the thing, one but so Kasan Kofoni deserve points in there.
But I like your spirit. I mean, you're the only person I've heard that who hopes the top 4 is still achievable.
No, say yeah. Until I'm
if things change, I get you.
Things change. I'm
but
telling
as it stands now, dear.
Team to say Newcastle. Until I'm crying, I'm disappointed at us now. Newcastle team, yes, how
we messed up.
And you lucky, you know me, I'm the corner. I'm for the Newcastle.
They were too desperate. That's
no
the problem.
No more mini match.
Yeah, they were too desperate. So it was a day with Martinelli and we saw Nyadi.
Oh, and now Omo FA Cup. Oh, team for you, Muslim. One more players in our boy.
This is a game. Arsenal winning the trophy is far fetched because these are games.
No, you can win. I mean, there are some games I will have drop points and there.
Oh, I agree, but also the City has a way of some.
You don't have to lose. You don't have to lose against Tottenham.
Tottenham, yeah.
You have to be because Tottenham you're one of the worst teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Once I make a say,
I'm more than I say.
I told the roller coaster.
They do well today. They do bad tomorrow.
Tottenham team, no. Yes,
the last game I'm saying 4 cry. The first half was bad. Then they really picked that.
Just a Tottenham team and said I'm Koyesa. Yeah, I make just a top 4. I don't believe in a team that is not able to control games. To have majority of the possession. So only City out-possess you are understandable.
Yeah.
Only Liverpool Bono out-possess so closely because any City crowd now 48-52.
Yes. That's
a league match.
The league.
No, league no crowd them say about possession chair or
yeah.
League no dey about ball. So
they just had goals.
But only Tottenham ne teams bit say West Ham ne Fulham ne ade ball crowd no mo botchen wa. I don't trust you.
The first is to sack the coach, but if Burley has because this is Abramovich and Kokodada. Yeah. I mean, these are times you miss him.
Abramovich, team baby. Enzo Fernandez
exactly.
He will never do that. Only Lukaku, Mariana Granovskaya wanted to come out.
Yeah.
Now Abramovich said, no, you can't disgrace me. Who's a Russian billionaires, no?
It's beyond it.
It's beyond football.
Exactly.
Politically, on him say by embarrassment. Man, no say, or could play 100 million pounds went to me, Antonio.
Yeah.
That's why not Chelsea didn't cover 1.5 billion in transfers. Sika or the top players in ano and from the club.
So.
Because of all the companies and the properties, Chelsea was the smallest.
Yeah.
And yes, Chelsea no or Pesca Frimo, but now I send a hobby.
Oh, yes,
and Chelsea made him popular.
Yeah,
I didn't know party or the Bayer.
Yeah, the whole world.
Figure.
Yeah, everybody knew
even though no is Kenny, but told Chelsea.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Not Todd Bowley. Who knew Todd Bowley?
Nobody knew.
But you see, by coming to buy Chelsea now, everywhere.
It's all over.
That's
it's a political way.
Yeah, global recognition.
Exactly.
And that
football in England gives you, I mean, that center. It becomes an epicenter for you.
Okotobo Portugal,
yeah.
But Okotobo England, the Premier League. Worldwide league.
Exactly.
That is why. Now why my boy?
I'm even surprised.
I'm missing training 2 days.
Yeah.
No, it's a deal.
Let's say what's the problem? 127 million a month. You don't want to pay the buyout.
103 million pounds sterling buyout.
Yeah.
In pounds.
Yeah.
In pounds.
Yeah.
I think I'll go James. Oh, I'm trying 3 installment. 40. Now my mom more.
Which is not bad. I don't think it's a bad deal.
But they don't want to do that.
No, they are being silly because most time players they come with cash.
He was willing to pay more and pay 40 million.
Yeah, exactly.
3 installments.
120.
They want the cash. 103.
Oh, they are being silly. At the end of the day, most players, if you quite spread over 5 years now, hardly a players bought.
No, so they also be on turn.
Yeah.
So the only way is to activate the buyout clause.
But still, there should be terms and conditions. In my world,
I see the only way the player goes is.
Oh yeah, I've heard one of their legends be or Kasabi Brain.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I disrespect you.
Oh, they should.
I'm a player, a Chinese player, and also head. Because he missed training for 2 days and all that.
They should set off. I mean,
but in any case, anyway, you move on now. You're some sort of my Ghana. Once again, I'm Madano Auto Repairs, Anochi Krum, Gold Coast Catering Services, Dream Africa Market, Aba for 369 Bangkok Street. And I'll be Dream Africa Market. Brand be do join na Nabi Bianso and Koso Ma Wamubo Chidom and I did Jumedi. Eddie Abraham Lemonade Finance. So be send this car Ghana. Now America ha. You should OPO. O sign up our first transaction be $10. OPO. You bet you $10 if you use OPO as your referral code. Be $10 on your first transaction of $100. Yen your rate I was reaching be 1180. 1180. $1 is 1180 Ghana cedis. So go out there, download and send money to Ghana now. And I informal kakra because we've been away for a long time, so topical issues kakra and then sportingly we'll go into politics, but na yede so e dia tom so but mama ma kofi wa you man sere kakra na onyi ye tension ni bi mfiri so na afie mra mehwe Johnson Asiadun Katia ebi mo se wa ye NDC se ne pet o de ahye no motuom de opa bia ne nsaka ba kofi wa you Kaslan kakra kire kofi Kaslan kakra kire mayente o slang now can I make kind messages aba na afi yen get into other issues. Kojo Alanchra Matia resign free na nado danko akufo ado aban mu na enipa binumu ayekasa se na esen ko resigning tem oche ana wanche didn't know resigning. We'll be getting into that. Canada Japan kum chacha say ohu nipa bi oye hypocrite ye kan hypocrite atwi kasa me kasa nyatwom double face ohu bi otese no da ade na kum chacha kasa Canada Japan say hey, Alancha Martin say over be DMPP anim. Ba omi aso be DMPP. Mu misa omo say omo mienu personal level. Enipa say manucho. Enipa say no omo tumi employ omo. My employ nipa over 7,158. Into obi a waye bi da na okaso obeya yenjine chinye. Canada Japan.
Wow.
He started throwing jabs at Alan and Baumia. All coming up on the show. Alancha Martin. So NDC lawyer Bakubi enso akasa say Alan MSC opportunity we say obedi NPP anymore he's finished. The golden opportunity ni say ono obedi NPP anim e de omo akọ okon. These and many more coming up. NCCE say so you Ghana nipa they don't shed your blood for any of the political parties. And this you say NPP unko di omo chinkokon na yenkokun because wu a sebi nkwase wu stupid death omo ni omo yere na omo ma be didi omo ma be koso akosku abrochiri omo na be enjoy political benefits then na wo benya anti say oko shed blood for their political gain. You better get into that. A big call from NCCE. His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo so through big time challenge to the Electoral Commission of Ghana say Ghana be a boy abaso peaceful country gateway to Africa no democracy anti is in say about 2024 no obey very effective now I ade no French said the beya asumdwe enso ebetumi aba ora agye asare sofo kese wo Ghana eboni di obi anim o se Ghana ye wo yare na ye yare no ne corruption minti politicians or strom so momwai na ye Pedro na ye nom na ye yare a ye corruption no intumi free o se corruption free wa Ghana ye ni problem bia ebio or the sense way to Jabra NDC under the tutelage and the leadership of the newly elected chairman Johnson Asiadun Katia omoko asida sorry, these are many more coming up on the show. Messages are next, but before that, Kofi, why you can be bichire Kofi? Na ya feel dodo.
See, the language you use here is not technical
Because we don't think.
Yeah, you learn it from a book. So the English you speak, you know, when you go to America or England, they don't. What you say don't make sense to them. Do you know that? When our big men get up, the qualitability of the globalization, about the totality of the international global relay, all that.
Let's fast forward.
Okay, Kofi Wayo will never disappoint. Me pensionum now by the accountability of the globalization that and you know hear me. I want practical things. I want physical things that I can see, that I have good drinking water, good roads, good schools, good hospitals. And ya bro focus here. Kofi Wayo will never disappoint. Manujo, yan kind messages kakraba no.
Yes.
Now yan get straight into action. Kwesi also say Happy New Year. Mami Abba say Happy New Year, my people. Samuel Buama watching you live at in Obuasi St. Jude Hospital. My greetings goes to Chief Alan Chematin from Nana Ojambuama. Eric Kokubu say of Kasefri voice or say patriotic voice from Bichim. Ghanaians should not lose hope in NPP government because the NPP government, since they are working, the NPP government are working on policies to make life easier for every Ghanaian. Ana Ochia Honorable Alan Kojo Martin Ana Kwaku Nkansa aka ni pani of Techimentia eno edi no na osign Eric Kwaku Bodi sign Edibi Ebai o say I am enjoying the best show live from Bichim. Keep up the good work. Regards to Honorable Alan Chamatin, the next president, and Mr. Kweku Nkansa, aka Pani of Techimentia. Johnny Tex Odro Menu. Or say a com. Johnny Tex Odro Menu. Or say a com. Hey, yeah. I'm watching you live from Kumasi Aswasi. Now we are grassroots and delegates are happy for Honorable Alan Koju Chamatin for stepping down. Hey, Alan, and now on Crawford show is about also free or share free Aswasi. Kumasi Aswasi. Unimo. I heard the uncle say hold down. Aswasi de okoye rough.
Mr. Church krom nam de aba asokore manpo na me ba Aswasi.
Aswasi de okoye rough masa. Na bugashi o. Mama ya bu bia.
Wetin man no see before.
Samuel Asare a jump off for say welcome back. Thanks. Yeah, Mami Alice Kwasi. Good morning, brothers. Long time. We hope all is well. We are doing great. Kofi Ban say good morning name. Good morning Kofi. Alice Kwasi but one of friend name no. Me ni Kofi o, me ni Kwaku. And so I'm sending messages need the Kofi no man. Alex Kwasi now listening to the Alexa. Thanks. Yeah, Mami Alex Kwasi. Yeah. So person tie na say baby out no. Ebi a unyanya just call on Alexa. Alexa, play Unity Radio Worcester. Mami Abase, when you cut your expectations of people, you will not be disappointed. Yeah. And no na yeche say reduce your expectations on people. Thomas Nanabu say I'm watching the show live. Mami Abase, Porter's Port, Ashia Tom, Porter's Port. Do you understand what Mami Abase is trying to say?
If you, which one?
Porter's Port.
Yeah.
Ashia Tom.
Yeah. The coach.
Please give him time. He's now adjusting to a big team. Yeah, money time. Not just team no matter some modiano. Then be science and so near sheda. Otum Fona say good morning to you both. Happy New Year and more blessings. Opo, some people prevented me from attending the first court hearing. After that day, I never had any of the court dates, but I did pray for you. Otum Fona na dey no kre. I'm going to do a special program, but I want to finish with the Thanksgiving because sorry you are now afi somebody yanko pass that command na ya beda Ustafo ase ade Ustafo mu ye de buru madwen ne mentiase so odo amuyi na the entire community obi o menim ni ta otuka bafie mate say because yanko da no da me say the money no me perfect but ensan bi nkama no da but ebi mkrate yes no aburo me so kra me no nsanda.
No, that's the beauty. Bad news spread. I mean, it should be news. Into one Fabian can want news. So that one day, I mean, we've all later across here, but 10 cents. I mean, Ghana for the center make them because Ghana for society. It comes with its own negatives too. But ultimately, you achieve here because people say, "I'm trying to Kenya yatibi." We go nimu in person. We be saying, "Yes, we no pay you more nimu." Minimum, but Martina say, "If you all those things, but the most important, you being stronger."
Yep.
That's, I mean, they only get you. Man can, or because man can on one. Yeah.
Because a man for Hunsemba Mauka.
Yeah, exactly.
Until you should know, sir. Senipa ehu moa.
Yeah.
Onwasemba a combo.
I say spotlight. Also,
sanity.
Obo acronymu, but remember we stand chair, but about the manichu. I
don't know him, but
I know the name. His name. Now, baby, so about touching. So yeah, it's normal for us.
Exactly.
And they only say good things about you. Yeah. Mama mu nya chance can say me kan
here. Can sempa.
Yeah.
Enko afa ho adue.
Oh yes.
The Bible says that.
Yeah, you be like God.
Because when you have your shortfalls. So maybe until that be I say you're perfect.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, say Nanado. Time girl no your friends eh. Sawabroni as by ideas on better.
Oh yeah, ban immorality there. It's very suicidal for men to be.
Better how are we?
Yeah, Monica Lewinsky.
Monica Lewinsky. Actually,
yeah.
We realize I said Monica Lewinsky.
So.
But America Bakusemu, he was one of the, if not the best, he was one of the
most
best
appreciated,
president.
of course.
Ono na obey economy year after depression.
Exactly.
Great depression. Bush ba obechichi scam. That was the time America for LGJ checks
now there from 92.
He's remembered for Jumapa the economy now transforming.
Yeah, of course.
Obon show ma sebi. Forgive me David wa money show.
Of course. Now come by mama who idolizing ya, they were womanizers.
I'm not encouraging that.
Yes.
But we are just using
the reality.
Well,
that's the reality.
You have to be real. Yep.
Solomon and David, they are the backbone of Christianity. I mean, I'm not pemba.
Nanado Mahama papa no buy. Who say it na had discuss.
No.
Say Mahama akope oba and so
exactly.
Me share free me upon national me share free Mahama on say omo moti chikrum. Omo nyansuo num. Oman na japade ni sika de abro say. Fa show mo no. Fa ye niam mo no. O de beye. And no me expectation. Even though as I say we live up to high moral standards, but the Obana akope na chese we nipa.
Exactly.
Exactly. The primary responsibility no say shawman no na common ni omo enyusu omo sika nwia emfa nye eno de say fans all this sika na kotwempena na de then I have a problem. Exactly. Then I have a problem. But I say akotwempena do say wa bro ni issue ba meka say I don't discuss such trivial issues. There were bigger issues to discuss. No, Nanado akofam plenty dey. Nanado enkwane be ma akofam. There are bigger people in the Bible ahead of Muba mukofam. Ade President Kufo so. Even though obi ameno ho asema, but yante President Kufo me best me bobo.
I get you.
Media people
they know.
You know, intimidated. But President Kufo is regarded as one of the best in our democracy. That is what we want. Dear obey ama for their count in your
personal life there. I mean, a lot of things happen in the dark.
Thank you very much. I mean, I will mention some churches. Churches be or and Utumfana sorry, I'll call you one of them. SDA Church. When I got into that situation, what they did, you know, so far Santibio and New Creation Baptist Church. Manicho, what the time now will come. I want
after the church.
Maybe say Momo interview me. This full story. I mean, can you now? So
exactly.
At that day, maybe I wouldn't want to sit here. But now, no, I one-on-one with me.
Kalisha Ben, I'm smart now.
One-on-one support. Then I, you know, until two for nana yamin shroud. In fact, the entire. Maybe I'll explain that a little bit because of Otu Info Nana message. No? The entire first court hearing, Obapa to special thanks to you too. Special thanks to Obapa to pa. The entire first court hearing, the preventive amount for ne say, me lawyer no, eka say nipa bebre basa. Initially, on one eka say me man
numbers,
but later he realized say nipa bebre basa media ni be di case nechi. Media ni di case nechi na media trial. Media trial baby or hokra a kind of crazy beer.
Leeway
because media now are so way on the
interested in the case to be reported all the time.
Catch me or me catch me say no. The thing he said no. Or send me I'm for 15 people paying Embra. Until that by then now Bapa to the kind of I video so I called her and asked her to do another video and say I must date but the date no na because the lawyer didn't want
a lot of people
court to another hey what on the media so baby
exactly
why
who is this person
man bass and to na on say man for preventing but I think I did a video. Obapa too did a second video for me. Said people shouldn't come. The date has been changed. But that day Obapa too came to the court the first day, even though she did the video because she knew. Said, "Mami Abasi Raskuku Kai Mendy's towel is missing. Kept her back to default settings with scrutiny man Koulibaly." Was it? Was so bad? Oh, in fact, the team is. Question was to say. Manucho, don't mind Opo. I believe he needs rest because what he's saying is not. Chelsea midfield was dead since Tuchel. Potter needs time, at least 2 transfer windows. The problem is not coach, but Chelsea as a whole. A team that is in transition, all areas. What do you expect?
Exactly.
Let me address
every part.
Let me address Kwesi Usuaha Kakra. Tuchel team now they Champions League or they Yako FA Cup final 3 at Wasum. Mami players are now.
Mom will prepare brave.
No, my players are now. My bulk of players are on my account. Players on my account, Koulibaly, Kukureya, and I have
recent time with these 2 purchases. Can you match it?
Koulibaly, Kukureya.
Maybe for fun, I'm about later.
But all these players were in Zakaria. These are the 4 players I know.
But be brave pro. No, you don't get your Rhys James.
No.
Rhys James should be one of the. Upper World Cup rank. They know.
Last year, Opa Kofe Chelsea injury list. It drew Brebina ye prano. And on a man coach you cry man love to shake and start a ball right wing back. Not a year worse than the Yenyan this year.
But these people should be playing. Arsenal say your lean squad.
I'm not saying they shouldn't. You don't get me.
You lose
a
some
team
two
like
players.
Chelsea,
a team will falter.
A team Liverpool 2 seasons ago. The Van Dijks, the players they prior. Liverpool.
Yeah.
But they sustained. That is why you are a big team.
Because they are the system. Where I agree that they are the
that's
system.
That's why you are a big team.
Everybody fits into a
part. Yeah, you are a big team. Manucho, you enter a say a big team. Your bench is superior than even Brighton.
Yeah. Middle tier or lower tier teams.
That is it. Yeah, baller. You see, Pulisic on the bench. Kai Havertz sometimes on the bench. Sometimes Mason Mount goes on the bench.
Where I agree with him is getting a Porter means you are ready to give him time. Sacking Tuchel for Porter means you are ready to give the man time. Your expectations should be managed. What manage your expectations?
I respect his opinion.
Yeah,
but I think coach will want to fight for him than me.
I agree, but I'm not can say be a prepper.
It's not about be a prepper, but it's about desire. It's about the players' energy. It's about the players fighting for you. It's about me seeing you are playing a good system. When you're there, he can't fit into the no. Unim Gaza.
Yeah.
Oh, you are not on our platform.
Okay.
That be Madam Fubi, my brother Bako. The Moja Blue.
Yeah.
Menino pa. Gaza even stopped commenting on the Menino. Yeah, bisa shoe. You have 2 platforms. You have Chelsea, then you have EPL Twitter.
Okay.
And also.
Yeah.
Now, many Gaza on the going shoot me stress. I was look at the 2 Chelsea fans going at each other. Many Gaza.
What is the beauty of football?
From day one, and Gaza say English coaches are hype. This guy has nothing good to offer. Yakobo ball crowd to make us a bit supporter. Now, my catch Gaza say you are not a good fan.
Yeah,
you don't have to support Tuchel. You have to support the team.
Exactly.
You didn't follow Tuchel maybe as I do as a sports journalist before his appointment to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Into your Chelsea, you know Tuchel. Kona say Tuchel inti Yenlusua. What are you talking about?
You're not being a good fan.
And that one, I still stand by that.
Yeah.
Make us a important team in interest Yenlusu.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
the team comes first.
Exactly.
But I feel say any tactical acumen, no.
And your standard.
And
below
Chelsea
Chelsea
standard. Yeah. And up to Chelsea. And the players not fan so. And not frankly, but for say now who Aubameyang or he ni free mu or didn't Bam no say ni free no. You saw Aubameyang. You know why he was not in the team and why he lied nicely to us. So Aubameyang had a backache at training. Didn't only team nimu. So we see if he's going to be available for tomorrow or Thursday or day.
By disciplinary action, on decided.
The players are not playing for him.
Maybe so
because when Entina took a results and is it goal.com and I for the buy say when the results are coming. The coach no why
confidence and power. You have
to buy now. Not in the first 8 or 9 games.
Yeah.
Not on lose you know. The players
were there for him.
They were buying. Okase Raheem Sterling Kobo right wing back no Akobo because a Basa then Omunim said no this guy is doing something good. Man yere me ho anya position no mind.
You'll be thrown out of the team
because Obenya power before the management any owners no. But now it is not. The players
don't care. They feel
I liked the coach more than many Kalusha and Konwa.
Yeah, I agree.
Kalusha can say, we coach want to me, many the fish were.
Yeah.
But I have realized it's only a fool.
They have been vindicated.
One thing about me is me who said no, I was wronger.
You come.
I'm the first to admit.
Yeah.
I'm the first because I didn't koyi. And yet about us losing games so.
The way you play,
the way I see the body language, the desire. Chelsea playing Nottingham Forest and Chelsea under severe pressure for the entire second half until they scored.
Unlike them.
Is that Chelsea?
Yeah.
Chelsea can lose to Wolves 1-0, but Chelsea can play the best football. I like it.
Yeah.
Because you can't win every game.
The game, yeah.
You can't win every game. Yeah. But the desire, the stories of you being a big club should prevail.
Yeah, exactly.
And Liverpool. Liverpool, the games they are playing nice games. You see the desire, you see their system. They are just sometimes you don't have luck.
Yeah, and they have a bad. Nunez is not good. Yeah, a typical tourist for Chelsea.
But Chelsea, they are not there. I flat. Just flat.
Yeah.
It's like my Baba said, the light was on and it's been turned off, and then the room is just dark.
Yeah,
there's no hope. If we don't change this coach, I don't know, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean.
It's Kwesi.
I agree. You agree it's a total, but start from the coach. You think you should start from the coach? Then
I think he's lost it. And the way things are going, if we don't take care, you see, João Felix Chelsea, he was offered to Chelsea, but actually now he preferred to go to Arsenal.
Yeah.
Because not frankly, Bafoka. Say, player be anywhere now, Foka. Say, player be anywhere now.
The modern the player over pampered and over. They always want to be for.
You see, Arsenal had a problem when Muko down. Who high profile player? Muko to tell they got loan. Now they found
Medrick is crank Chelsea, but so I know
exactly. What's your uncle?
Yeah, in the past, I remember so you play Amogenia.
Did you listen to Raheem Sterling why he came to Chelsea? His first interview, this team won the Champions League over City. Over the last 3 years, they've been to 3 cup finals: the FA Cup, the FA Cup, the FA Cup, the Carling Cup. So it's a team that aims
in serious
laurels,
progress.
trophies. They go to find it. They're ambitious, and they look at how Chelsea have won trophies since the ownership. Sterling left City thinking if he comes to Chelsea, he will win trophies. Trophies are guaranteed. This is not why he came. But now look at the team. Sterling crowd ball, but Sterling, one of the players are not all. But I mean himself. He was going to shine. And to be honest, under Tuchel in the first 4 games, he was brilliant.
Yeah.
But since Tuchel left,
everything
the light is
south.
off.
Everything is not south. Yeah.
Off.
I know. In principle, but I also feel say maybe the coach should be giving time, but other not 20 players. And
that is a question's opinion, and I respect it. But maybe somebody say.
I'm a bit in that
who signs say hope will there, but you don't see any signs.
It's systemless.
Yeah, you don't see any signs. System.
Yeah, you don't.
Pundits at halftime. Everybody's asking,
yeah,
what system is Potter playing?
But you see, up front crowd, but my young was it is a total waste. Car better say, money striker so. Sometimes you sit back and ask yourself that. Give him time to get a striker.
So Bekaya, Enuntina me blame Tuchel. That is why I blamed Tuchel. Because Tuchel was the manager. And now I say on your 2 transfer windows, January back and summer back. Or no, now I say fix the Chelsea problems. And he couldn't.
Reason he feels give this one time to buy his own for a year. Man one transfer window be now fan straight in things.
Manucho, you know one thing. Give this same crop of players
to another coach.
And you see different.
Chelsea over the years. Almost the same the coaches do well.
Manchester United wanted Pulisic.
Yeah.
Are you telling me say your team near that bad? We don't have a striker. I totally agree. I think say your power up front, it's lacking.
Exactly.
I agree with you. But Chelsea team players and awful how. Koulibaly was wanted by Man City.
Me age wise, I do baby because he's too
Kukureya, who wanted Kukureya more than City? They 2 bids rejected because Brighton felt the evaluation on the player was low.
Sometimes coaches 10 players. Rashford all of a sudden is superstar again.
Why is Rashford superstar again?
But I mean. In the past, we saw it was
Upama Pep Guardiola. Let the coins turn. Let Chelsea players win. Pep Guardiola mefa. Never say ball a ebu isani ebeboa.
Yeah.
Never say ball a ebu.
I agree in terms of pedigree, there here is nothing. I say even if he be crying up, him say we bought Champions League. Cry is then it's
not. Was tough for him.
Yeah, exactly. Musha pedigree of coaches through from where 2004. This is the lowest coach I'm offer. Only she. What does he have? He doesn't have a CV.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need CV, so it comes with its own problems too.
Me koko pen the record be defending in our platforms.
Yeah, but
Europa League.
Yeah.
You need the ding na
the CV is rich. And you're rich for a team Chelsea. Chelsea always.
Kwasi usunu mamia by exchanging messages. I say happy new year, Minia. I say happy new year, mamia. But our team midfield was dead since Tuchel. Kwasi usunu say Brighton has a system with finding the right players to fit into it. Chelsea, we need a system with a blockbuster midfield. Chelsea needs women medical staffs. That's our secret. I know. I didn't have that of Eva Canero too. Go back for Eva. The issue is not Potter, but Chelsea under transitional. Kwesi Usudia no. David Agbanyaga said Chiakai Chelsea Chiakai. Hey David, I see we want TT back. Kwesi David Agbanyaga.
Chikel.
Mami Konedu Nana Hima. I say good morning, big man. It's always great to see you and to hear from you. Great job. Nana Hima, one for Dina my own. Mami Abasi Opo, I like this new jingle. NPP government Chiakai. I am watching you live from Sandema. David Agbanyaga say NPP government Chiakai. Chelsea Chiakai NPP government Chiakai. Felix Osafo say Opo, greetings to you Manucho. I just joined. I went somewhere because of my mom death. Papa Felix Osafo just afosin so mami efim. Yeah manu yako. Yeah manu yako. Ena ayo papa.
Yeah.
Uni ayo papa.
The name.
Oh, ayo papa oyiti wo Oluhui.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, brother.
Kwame.
Yeah, Kwame. Kwame so mami efrim.
Okay. My name is Ayo Papa. My name is Kwame.
Kwame ntiema yako. Ayo Papa mami efrim.
Oh, okay.
Ntiema yako.
How about condo?
Mami abasi opo when the team morale is low, even low budget players feels he's bigger than the team. That's it. That's it. That's what's happening now. And say answer coach now. In as much you see the owners wanted to change
that the
dynasty, the philosophy of Chelsea. But I think that
Porter is not the one.
The right fit.
But when you see this season has gone, he surely sustain the team, get his own players, and see how it will go. I've listened to others who also feel that way. That Yendi 8 and I say, yeah, mami conference league.
English managers, manager Omasa.
Oh yeah, I mean they don't have a record.
That was Gaza's argument, and I didn't agree with him.
They don't have a record. That one I can agree. Over the years, I mean,
look at Steven Gerrard. You see, look at somebody like Xavi Hernandez.
Yeah,
Xavi Obobo, we are Qatar no go.
Yes,
Kokuchi Qatari team, and back to Barcelona. He's doing just fine. He's on top of the league.
Yeah.
What I say, he didn't. He exited at the Champions League early stage. Anopa Susu.
Yeah, but he's fine. I mean,
in the league.
It's above what
he's top of the league. At least you see signs.
Yeah.
So you see signs. Share other coaches.
Also not turn players now. The entire because he's not really had a good transfer window.
But so Oba fire. Manucho Frank Lampard by one top players, and so they are not.
But when man at least one transfer window.
Not team name call more person must say.
No, maybe per se
as a mockery way.
No, per se sustain. This is Chelsea. I mean, Ibrahimovic corner highway.
What signs?
Mundi 8. What
signs and what hope do you see in this coach? You don't see anything. That's the problem.
That's why I want some of the players to come back to. If Kante is back, James Reese is back,
you know this
back,
coach. Let me tell you a secret. At the time in this coach didn't want Kante to stay. You know that? Until when the storm started.
Yeah.
I feel no more America. Me an interview be one who say no, this coach doesn't like yeah, what kind an injury, an injury, nobody considered in any. I say of course, then into I say now whom body language communicate.
I'm feeling no, I mean
me who said now on penal.
Yeah.
Me who said now on penal. But who says storms no bano? I feel no more America the 3-year contract. This boy deserves more than even so Abba. More respected players, legendary status, Kakra.
You keep him in there. I mean, it's a black boy. He's
not so can't take about 10 matches. Jorginho about the whole season on hit. On
Filino. I mean,
I feel now with America come. I say Tina no say oh Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, bet me ato. Enzo Fernandez crown Okosuno ha sign. Ukaso Abramovich.
Yeah. That's what kind of coaching cross here only a problem.
Christopher Quason says, "Welcome back, guys." That's it, Chris. Okay, Manu, you get it straight after reading the messages.
Yes.
Young flashback. Johnson said, "Don't get you winning the NDC chairmanship against all odds." People thought he was going to lose because for party and their position he did it to the deputy. Kokwanyidoho, and now his own chairman. 4 years. Samuel Ofosuampofu.
You see, people always felt that the Osho structure way now. The general secretary seems to hold more power, even more than the chairman. The chairman only presides over NEC meetings, national executive meetings, and then but day-to-day running of the party and structure is being done by the chairman. But so people felt that if he still wants to hold that power, why will he still decide to go for a position where he will not be more influential? But he also felt that 17 years there, he's seen it all, so he wanted a shift. I think he granted some interview, but that was the final nail on the coffin for Chairman Ofosuampofu. Well, the one who say when he came to the director of elections,
appointment. Yes,
two positions. Head of IT in a way. Well, I just mentioned it. Director of elections, head of IT. No, Mahamaka said that time he was taking Chomba on to me banty. Other ones in the monsheshe, but those two positions in there, if he becomes a substantive flag bearer, that's I'm not meaning flag bearer. So you need substantive flag bearer, then they can all join and get those positions done. No, see chairman, for example, for say, no, he's the leader of the party. So they get a substantive, he's the leader of the party. I said for now there, I think Ketia becomes the leader of NDC. So but those they are looking at Muhammad. Now we share executives for I say Muhammad's executives, and then I acquire Santi. That message, and I think it sank down too well with the delegates. That I mean, say Muhammad wishes will not be met by for example, for then there's a bit of a problem. I'm a bit sad and embittered. The way they treated the man is not good because it became more like negative campaign. Well, no, so you see the other approach that I will not talk about it because it's also not. It also took a bad approach because this is major. That 90% of the people there are pro Muhammad. So if in principle Muhammad does not support, you don't support the vision of Muhammad, you will not get the people's vote, popular vote. You see, so I think that's the mistake he did. But in principle, there, Chairman Mosquito also he knows the ground. I mean, there's that even general belief that if he decides to stand elections with Muhammad, crash over to Muhammad. In that way,
that is the feeling.
Exactly.
Almost in Muhammad's rule.
Exactly. It's all but it showed in the contest that I mean, out of like 8,000, he had over 5,000, over 60%, close to 60% of the votes. It tells you that he's popular among the party. I think because Hanabisu also had his own fair share of negative campaign. He stood for her. Okay, I say Hanabisu was the woman chair organizer and of course standing for MP, Lucy. And people felt that if he made that switch, then she's not really interested in the position there. But chairman, general, I think it's a chairman general. Maybe I can't say easy for me. Sometimes their names become way in the chairman general. Obeka Chomo said they decided to let her go. Because she was the only powerful person who could really win the seat for them. Into all these things culminated in them not really going for. Into they decided on I said and I think it's more of a Muhammad wish being met in there for them to really have their team. Fifi and also Obianim from the time as propaganda secretary and online communications director. And also we knew with Kwashega Muni at the end. It's good to know that our own friend Yamin. I mean we met and then 9th.
He might be in the US. Obebaha.
Oh, okay.
On the 7th.
Okay, and about Saturday.
Yeah, Menene Kasa before.
Oh, okay.
I think on the 4th or 5th. And Okaso on the 7th.
Okay.
He's here till the 20th.
Oh, okay.
So we have an arrangement. Yamin will be here for the interview. And I said we're going to talk about
national organizer. He's not the national organizer for the party. So for Asedin Ketia, I mean, kudos to him. Generally, we show outlook now can bad. The executive doesn't look too bad because Fifi Kwete the also was very strategic. See in the past,
the language you use here,
the Volta region is the World Bank of NDC, and they didn't have an executive elected position, and they had problem with it. I think they always were feeling that they were marginalized after lending all their support. So this time around, getting Fifi Kwete to be the second most important person in the hierarchy of
Fifi Kwete, the
general secretary
now.
Yeah, he's the second most important in terms of winning. They say we are on the neighbor. People have their issues with him that are a bit arrogant and not close to the people near there, but they will see how it works. At least in terms of radicals now, how we stand with Fano. Paul Adamotri believes that we call them radicals, not used negatively, that these are hardcore NDC members they will go through the eye of a needle to make it work. Moderate. They are moderate people. But I mean, in terms of hard work, they work hard for them. I don't think that it will be bad. It looks good on paper. To get Asedun Ketia, to get Fifi Kwete, to get Yamin, to get Sami Jemfi still in there, then Hannah Busiu. I mean, these are the ones, the elected positions. Some of the others, they need some more the Sharia retaining. Now, back on also Bongo, the one from the Azoka still in there as vice chairman there. I don't think that there's a lot of hula baloo about this election. Save the chairmanship now, but people felt that over example for 4 years he came in 2018 and I'm going to call 2020 elections through the efforts they were able to harness a lot of points they nearly won away, but although the things they said about him, if they were true, they were very incriminating. That at the end of the day they did not even have their own figures because the machine had to crash near there because of a chairman of example for not listening to wise counsel that let's wait and judge all together. And it's really affected some of these things. But all in all, it's good for them to have their team set to go into this election. So kudos to those who won. And I don't think that there are real surprises. The only surprise would be because it was more like, do you lose an Asedun Ketia? Asedun Ketia said one thing that it will mark at the end of his political career or another journey for him. What should another journey says to Lucidia, then MPP NDC hierarchy no on should take his center stage view. So the delegates were torn between keeping a man of his caliber against Ofusampov. And I think some of the things which worked against Chairman of Ofusampov had to do is the tape been a PA now. He's been going to court in the it's still not being said. I quite say Nathan Crew so spread it. That's what's really happened in his case. Because NPP always use it as a reasoner. The man is still in court. So I got court over 55 times. Any idea? So now no. So not very truthful to himself. It's not respite for him. I don't think that MPP will be too interested in prosecuting him. I mean, they will not get the mileage or leverage that they want out of the case. Because if you put now, the spotlight should be on how to bring the Asedun Ketias and the 50 Ketias down.
So with that said,
yeah.
Do you think it's a good omen for both MPP and NDC?
Oh,
they made some changes. MPP got a new chairman.
Yeah.
NDC got a new chairman. MPP got a new secretary. MPP got a new secretary.
Yes.
How does this get together for the 2024 election?
It sets it up for a beautiful contest. I mean, we all in all, I think the names that never table no, they are no names. They've been in the political terrain for not less than a decade. If you are really follow politics, you can't tell me you don't know what I mean. I mean, you can't hawks in that time.
He's been deputy minister for sports for Ashanti region.
Exactly.
He's been national NADMO coordinator.
Yes.
And all
it's well known in the political terrain now. And NDC caucus in no. So no radical. I mean, he will go through everything to make sure he gets this right for NDC. And I think I'm not so sure of the Justin Kodia. I mean, with all apologies. I mean, maybe he's doing a good job, but I don't say he's not well known outside the forces of MPP. Maybe because of what the General Secretary John Boyd became a bit unpopular with the people near there, they decided to show him the red card so that the Justin Kodia takes over. As for Stephen Intimu, he's for this position. It took him about 20 years. He's an epitome of never give up. You can say somebody who has never given up on his mission to win. I saw in Chamanten. People also admire them for those things. These are people, they've never shied away from one thing for more than 15 to 20 years of their lives. This is what they really go for. So I think that I mean, Harry B is still there, Nana B is still there fighting for his position there. So it sets them out beautifully. All that we want is that it should be a beautiful contest of ideas. Sa radicalism ye film say yeko kona yeko bro bin diana we no. So we bet me 30 years of our democracy means that let's contest ideas. When people get on stage, I've listened to a few banters, and sometimes it descends into the gutters, which is not good, which is not too good. I'm hoping that this time around they will do it maturely, so that they may the best party win. I think that gradually Ghanaians are getting there. Kufuor gave us a beautiful mantra: sometimes your own life should be enough for you to vote. If you think you are better off, why not? And then this be as dum so amo ejuma nkoso na de na ye kra nobody nkra wo ejuma onye bito. So why should you be? And the NDC be a dollar kwashoma. If you say dollar kwashoma nyama say you don't have a job today because of banking sector reforms in identity, you think you don't like MPP. It's also your business. So let's make it a contest of ideas, because the country rather gain.
Okay.
Oh, you do be
let's say it was a coup d'etat against Elder Ofusampofo.
Yeah.
NDC needs loyalists around Mahama.
Yes, I mean that's what they did. They felt that Chairman of Ofusampofo
wasn't loyal.
Yes, and in the ego.
Sadia also and dangerous.
Very dangerous.
When we always want to make somebody so powerful.
Yes.
Say your democracy more. Na say emrano emma chairman ho kwan say ono na emfili positions na adan na yen respect sa na chairman constitutional party constitution na man kwanya no ye man nye na adwumane ka say o me na be flag bearer nti me penkrofo wenti twan na me win ansa e ba sa are we not setting a bad precedence?
I agree with you perfectly, because even this Mahama conundrum is a bad precedence for them. What about life after Mahama? Wosha problem e ba ha say pa ne ye e we unity I want to FM money who wants to contest him? Dufour. Well, people are seen as Dufour is an outsider who wants to come and spoil the party for them. I mean, or they are soup. How
is Dufour an outsider?
No, like the Mahama challenge, and then I call Olusi with the president, will be Lucy 2016 over almost 980,000 to 1 million votes. Then it's managed to close the gap to 500,000. People feel that one day Yankobium has been well marketed, he's well known. Sambe Wamia Bim, people are disappointed. Mahama looks like the most favorable candidate to win the elections in TFN. There's another school of thought who believe that Mahama tries the things that they said about Mahama, he didn't answer to them. Mahama are still not really giving any concrete things for people to believe that you're not.
But must you answer everything you hear on the street?
No, but you must not answer everything, but certain things you must straighten them.
I said Papano, it answered itself. Later, I said it became apparent and people got to know the Papano. Me met na hanka.
When you Papano catch me, he said, "No, guys, it's obvious."
Blogger.
Oh, I like you for the first time. After saying it's obvious, you still decided to put your leg on the brake. Yeah, but I agree with you.
Can see you.
Yeah, I see. When you say still like clear, people still feel it. But make us say generally, no, the four way, because I do baby no or started a motor project. People feel that Fakoma executives no more here. No, said no bear idea because executives will do more and corny idea. So all those things came in that okay. And Chairman for some people I've listened to him on several platforms. He believes that baby I do know you should create a level playing ground for everybody to fight. But Osha said in Ketiamoni Sami Jemfumu adwene dia. Debi Mahama or nobody. You understand? And the boy musu campaign no. Because Obi onya chance to go on the podium to go and campaign on the ticket that I'm a Mahama loyalist. So vote for me so that the Mahama dream can be realized. We are so not party no, we skill no. Because then there are no dissenting views. It doesn't work like that. And your current people na mono, you say we have an Alan Chamanten camp, we have a Baumia camp, then a third force in Kennedy, Japan. But the truth here is that at the end of the day, they have a common opponent. You know, everything that they are doing, there's a common opponent, which is NDC. But when NDC not going to say anybody who tries to their life after Mahama, it will be very difficult for them. Reason why, if you ask me that it's not dangerous, it's very, very dangerous. Because you see, Anopa said, "One per Mahama going to make kasa." Either you go and sit down and watch them, or you don't even talk at
critique.
It's not good.
Discontentment.
Exactly.
Disparity near the
and it's what Amudi say. And NPP has those flashes too. That Alan Chamantin people felt marginalized. Say, well, won't support it. Well, let's help and Chamantin Pakufado. They made sure that they were singled out and marginalized.
But I think that happened when they came to power.
Exactly. It's a life after Mahama.
Mahama, more person say. More bibi kwenye mutuna mu
exactly.
Obi amra me try. But we na do be we na me appointment.
Exactly. But why imagine say Sisiano won't pay Mahama dia won NDC ni. Any loyal NDC member should be a Mahama, which is let me just say democracy doesn't thrive on that. And for some of us crime was that he was preaching those things. That at the end of the day yen himself Mahama mpo yen biam now biam stanibi. If the four was to stand, he's an old man, maybe on fighting for a fair chance. But more about one I'm just I listen to Sami Jemfi ni wenunya. They don't like omo gisade ni tum. Hanabisu tiwe. Also no nyampanka mama yenko mama mu we sister am elections biara for flag bearer. The obvious choice is there near there. But it's not good. It's just not good. So it was the future of the party bleak. Because Samiti and some Mpe and Mahama. No man why just mean to me can. What are we building? Are we building a dictatorship and a monocracy? Monotony be say Anopa way to me. The future doesn't look good with some of this obvious stance or Moteki. But hey, they've decided to.
So you are not in disagreement. You think it's a bad step?
I think it's a bad omen for the future of the party.
Do you think it was good for Asiedun Ketia to contest the chairmanship position?
In principle, I wouldn't say it is bad. If the general belief is that Ofosu Amporfo doesn't like their obvious choice, then we'll be forced to that go there and fulfill the wishes of Mahama for us. That's
do you think Ofosu Amporfo was Mahama's enemy? He didn't like.
They were not. Also,
audio about any idea now. So Ofosu Amporfo was fighting for the party. The audio about one tell Koko to any
exactly. But did
you listen to his interview? I think I sent you some short to be some time ago. Interview.
Only we quiet Captain Smart and I said one. Yeah, Captain Smart. Before after election they mentioned that.
I know come and near our firm or party.
Yeah, in exactly the meeting. No, chamber so no Mahama Nyako Parliament 1992. Pepe. They've all been 1996. They've all been there all through these years. Ono Koye deputy minister for our region. Bronga half of Bibiofino, Eastern region. No, somewhere a local government or somewhere substantive. So in principle, they are no Mahama there. They are neck to neck. Maybe I know so I affected them.
You sued that Mahama syndrome.
He used it
to kill his
2 weeks before the election, that's when he came up with that painful thing about the man that the man.
Exactly. I think we can play that audio.
Exactly.
Because
we didn't have figures.
One can have. No, I think now because court now Ibiza me figures now. Menya Shanka Munim Sami in Chantro. And I say it as but we are quoted.
Paraphrasing, but I'm not. That's what he wants to say. Say when Chiban cast and Papa Bian Chegana for, because the truth was that they had next to nothing to show. Oh, that thing was really damaging. That at the end of the day, we're anti-Mahama. But I think that Uncle Nusun Ebebuamu say you need a chairman who is strong enough. Oh, at any time I said, for now they are glorifying it. But after Mahama, then they will start having the real battles. And Omunim say maybe they also thinking that Massa breaking the 8. If MPP wins again, the NDC will be going in oblivion because 8 years. MPP has nothing to lose. If MPP loses the election today, and news, I'm waiting 8 years. So the onus lies on you now, person power
to make up
the numbers. You are behind in terms of numbers, access to funds in the you are a bit marginalized. So maybe also putting all their last breath in Mahama to go for this one for them. But I agree to the school of thought that it's a very dangerous precedent they are setting for themselves. Because after Swedo declaration by with Rawlinson, it did not go down well with the party. And Guzitando better someone became fashionalists in the party because they felt that where is Atamos coming from?
Breaking news: Gareth Bale at the letter about his
retired from football. I mean, he's a legend. I mean, a legend of a sort. So in principle, no, I think for now it looks like a good picture. But going forward, I sat in my room to say that.
Breaking news: Chelsea have reached a verbal agreement to sign João Felix on loan.
Yeah, 10 million plus way. Without an option to buy. Can say they should buy at all costs. I mean, but they'll pay his wages around 10 million till June. Until about them till June. Then after June, they will discuss whether they will. But I don't think
I'm shocked. Honestly, there has been interest from Man U, Arsenal, but Felix is set to opt for Chelsea, having been attracted by the project. We know.
Oh yeah.
Arsenal go Champions League. Chelsea they about Europa League grande be more next year. Ebi a will starting bet. Baby, or person baby obenya be about the be but Felix is a good signing.
Oh yeah.
If we do manage to get him.
Yeah, they will.
Back to you to ask me.
So I think the NDC president at this time the yenti obi abim say oh Mahama wo kakra no one bo o tonum na wo kasa na so ambo Mahama din in a 1 hour interview and I say kasa that means you are an anti.
Yeah.
So that's my bigger problem say it will be some say
omo man say as a Mahama yeah
demigod.
Demigod for one money din dia.
I mean, which is not good. Multi-party democracy there will be a fair chance. Let's before lose honorably. And 2, people are even ready to put in their money. You let them hold their cash because it's Kafone corporate for presidency. It's man could be a fair chance. So Lucia, no on pledging allegiance to the one who had it and put in money. But then there's some madam for not physically.
Ghana politics no. I mean, Mr. We answer your next topic.
Yes.
Omun to me yan say the open democracy. Aha Joe Biden omo economy esen kra.
Many like 11. Kaipa 2018 time I mentioned.
Ono kra no vice president.
Yes.
Free so over. No mo doso.
Exactly.
And omo ya ono Kamala Harris na no Tatan.
Tatan the first debate in 2019.
Kamala Harris or any of the.
Oh yes.
And then ye answer me the initial because say democracy no. Enye ye na starting. Ye de nyame ayadom time ye sha ase no. Ebi mo lay foundation ato beautifully. Aden na ye de na yentumi nya ne sa. Aden na yentumi nya no open democracy. Na de be pese ye tena nipa bi mo ani je so ma bi mo nya advantage. Why?
It's unfortunate. And because maybe you do one. Maybe America has undergone all those reformations over 200 years. And then the reality is that it's 30. Yeah, the cool count now does. My friend say we only count from where we are now. Where we are, we start from 1992. Yeah, they do this time. So they really anka opode the best for Obama. We also fighting for the first before fighting for the fair chance. So now be 40%.
The phobia stop on na.
Send you on triple.
On line.
Na me chase am je mfie tie omu nyina current executives
ni. Already business am je be kasa here cry be discuss what say it on first.
It's am sure say current executives
die for Mahama.
even Oparado, they have problem with him because they felt he was
a
pro.
Yeah, so in Jomo Kasane position okra valid.
Exactly. So mama na hu say ne ekono Broja Jemfi.
Sami Jemfi and Oparado.
Amo to yeah, but yeah, position for Broja Jemfi. Now hu say Broja ne weak into Sami Jemfi decided to be the major hatchet man for Broja Jemfi.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Until the war became between Sami Jemfi
and Broja
and Oparado.
Pablo.
Amo to
yeah, because Pablo
said he invited Sami Jemfi say, come, let's sit and talk.
Why? 2018, and Omulusi and they spoke. But the truth is that Sami Jemfi wants Broja to be the national youth organizer. That has been his message.
Yeah,
Broja the Kokot, but Mama Boy will say, I mean, they have a common enemy to fight. So common opponents, as once you stop saying enemy, they're not too strong. Common opponent in MPP to fight into, or more caution and there. So the two of them now.
Okay.
And still, the bad blood is there. Because Parado says that they'll find a way to work, but they are not friends.
They are not friends. Yeah.
It doesn't look too good for them. It's like I say, I can upon last one. Then say the four will fight for his fair chance. So to me, be 30% in poor. For me, he should be the substantive vice, and they kick Jane out.
Others have
other
school of thought to say, Anka, this is the time for NDC. Meaning, I'm asking for your
candid opinion.
Frank or candid opinion. Other school of thought saying, Mahama. Even though, like you said, they have marketed him, he's known and all that, he's the former president. And at time, this NDC will present a new face. Because Muhammad, one, tax, people will revisit.
Exactly.
Odi 4 years, Untimin debut. And she's Odi 4 years new year. I feel now, almost a couple
before.
Whereas as a MPP, Enya 4 years we are.
They'll have a
10-28, then NDC cannot finish their 8 years because MPP Nipanu Lusua.
He will be more marketable than one.
Yeah, Obiabe Huno, whoever they bring him, Obiabe Huno because I call ballot one.
Yeah,
until then the second person NDC remember for 28, you know, or be a new person, and then that can choke almost. Supposedly,
I get you.
I want to win the 8 years. So people feel that it would have been the best opportunity to present a new person who, if he wins, can then fight as incumbent.
They will fight. What if he doesn't win? It becomes a tall order again. What if that person doesn't win? And people winning my MPP, so in 4 years, it will be a chance to go for another 4 because also already 4 another. You see, the point here is that I think the NDC approach is that there are schools of thought which is all making noise. Because this is a make or break for them. So Mulusi wins, so MPP got 12. You are becoming unpopular by the second.
The 8.
Exactly. Send this to Lucia, they are becoming unpopular.
So they also feel Sentin and Bisa say.
So it's about winning. You're winning Vienna, you're winning for 2 and 4 years. That means we still have some grounds.
Kaka.
Because Kenya, the difference is still big. Almost 500,000 people. Now MPP and NDC needs to catch up. Jemban say, so 250,000 of the 500 never can the on say. So the gap is still huge. What am I say? So chance of MPP winning, you're very high. If you sit back and think that MPP letting the dollar near the grants become equal again. And this is sits back say masa yanko June 2024 2028 it's Singapore and Ghana politics now.
Okay, so you think so in short, you think it's the right decision?
Exactly.
Okay.
Win this one first because Singapore last time we was almost on potentially to help support their campaign. They don't even have money after 4 years. Mama picked a bid that's almost a 10 cedi per person. So for another 4 years, how would they even compete? And then the almost doing some mass out there meaning for new years 2028 to take care of itself. But to say that less than 2028 when 2024 is not a foregone conclusion, it will be tough for them. I don't agree to that school of thought. But the problem is that there should always be parity and equity, fair grounds for fighting. But it looks like people and minds are made up, and anybody will try. I mean, that attitude should stop, or it will affect them 4 years from now. The Omega say people will start talking.
Okay, you move on to another topics, and I share because I related to your politics. Yeah, corruption is Ghana's greatest enemy. Political bankrollers hijack nation's wealth. A friend says, so for a friend Ajenasare, I'll say politicians should help us fight corruption. Our nation is sinking too fast. Archbishop Ajenasare. Now, Uti and Asma Okanyina, was it Ghana, Ayo Maya, and Kayini Sabi here, but a huchera, Yawono, a huchera, yenya na yama na eden aba. Looking at the way political parties fund their activities and campaigns, our view is that we are not going to fight corruption anytime soon. The founder of Perez Chapel International said on Sunday, January 8, 2023, when the national leadership of the opposition NDC worshipped at the Perez Dome to thank God for how far he's brought the party. Archbishop Ajinasari observed, those political people who fund politicians end up hijacking the wealth of the nation. Politicians help us fight this. He pleaded, noting our nation is sinking too fast and we can't continue in this direction. Those who gain political power must not use it as a means to amass wealth for themselves and your loved ones. He admonished, urging you must exercise the perception that Ghanaian politicians go into office to steal from the public purse and don't do anything for free. It's her
Thanksgiving service in the Perez Dome. Being one of the two major political parties in this country, they could have chosen to have the service in a lot of places. I want to congratulate them for their contribution to our democracy in this fourth republic. Another feather in your cap is your party's support for the sexuality bill in Parliament, with one of its spokespersons being my own son and an elder in the person of Honorable Elder Sam Nate George. But in Matthew chapter 12 verse 25, the Bible says, Jesus knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. You've just come out of your elections, government in waiting. While as a church we cannot prescribe to you what to say or what not to say, it is always important to appreciate the Ghanaian culture of decorum and circumspection, and being cautious of the unintended effects and meanings of your public pronouncements. Also, the public is concerned with the financial inducements and how money has replaced conscience in politics. It's obvious the greatest enemy of this nation is corruption. But looking at the way political parties fund their activities and campaigns, our view is that we are not going to fight corruption anytime soon. Those political business people who fund politicians end up hijacking the wealth of their nations. Politicians help us to fight this, because our nation is sinking too fast and we cannot continue in this direction.
Okay. Our nation is sinking too fast, Manicho.
Yeah.
And we cannot continue in this direction. Bishop Ajinasari, NDC for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh, now sorry.
Yeah,
and he grabbed the opportunity to put out this powerful message.
Yeah, I think, it's very powerful, and I don't think there are additions. These are some of the things that are clearly
We've been re-echoed.
Yeah, all over the time that our number one enemy in the country is corruption. Yenya YouTube Sekufo said, so many years back.
From Adam.
Yeah, that Adam.
Corruption
yes,
from
exactly the statement. I mean, it's on everybody's Ghanaian's head. Corruption did not start, not doing so much to us, but started from Adam. But yet, then say, you bring it to the barest minimum. You will not be hypocrites, and even in this country, there's some level of corruption. Exactly. You want to meet and can say Ghana they are corrupt way, but sometimes we speak about the fact that you see, number crow way powerful and said the constitution is stronger than every human being here. But Ghana nipa who ancient constitution and then a problem will crow more. I say fund the campaign, no hijack your money wealth. Yes. No more scanning exactly. Oba Chroma say I'll be our discretion. I mean to even be a citizen and neighbor will be decide sort of amount. Yeah, more be power on ye. Obi to examine for man and
the Ghana in us.
May Kamba say discretionary power is no, but at the end of the day, the constitution is made to look like a more powerful than the human being. What I said, because the say corruption and they say nipa no Ghana no the same constitution so di bone na then you be judging Putin in jail and I say baby. America no I'm just say obia we all agree that what is constitution mere paper. But we can't say master ya man no one year dia nipa no be bu afa so na ya animals kingdom. Ben ya yejitum say imbrani ni nyina
oka constitution asem the way American for uphold
constitution to the highest
constitution ne on mine no only McCarthy for American politics
kakra but and yet it's a phone
McCarthy
when you new way on speaker on Pelosi if you
Pelosi say o majority Republicans na majority so they are electing a speaker
tebeye
2020 and run up across to abano mako 5
and so
onyan he still hasn't
and I'm sure so the vast speech
Republicans no ebimpe because you know why because he supports Trump Trump or pro-Trump. Trump was China would so now he's bargaining. The closest he came was the 5th election. No?
Okay.
I think two. Yeah, because or bargaining or see me say, Mr. Mumirini, I mean you say, may say. So the things that they didn't want, he stands with Trump. No? Yeah. Now he's bargaining. So I was just say Ghana, it's hard say.
You get there, say MPDF so Bekamba.
And when somebody's fighting majority crowd, we know. More majority.
There could have been one way. Ghana MP say Nikromniame to be press conference. Yatian is on jai. I mean, you can't do that in this country. So be governor be
found who did you to
mean Tiaso. That's exactly where you are going to with this. You are telling me a story about Uefi.
No, I'm McCarthy there.
Oh yeah.
Now me the shame say now kasa mranye juma na me kasa ha no. So who say undwene bibi a wo ye contravene or mine no nhyehyɛ no matter who you are wow party for no kra no and that was why I was giving McCarthy as an example being a pro-Trump guy and also for I think it's easy for him to have been elected as the leader of the House.
I quite say no corruption nipa na be bigger than the way, and it's the number one problem in Ghana. And sometimes you can't be like ostriches. We see people who have next to nothing, they become politicians, and the next day in turn Kennedy, people like Kennedy. No, last time we spoke about Samuel Kabo. Kabo I know also a Baumia supporter, and because of the Northern connection, and he said that before he became a deputy minister, I know your houses in the US. We are Mecca, no Chaso. Then says back and said before he became a minister, he didn't Bravo Bre, and why deputy minister? You have houses in the US. That I can give you addresses to. Catch me.
And I have a lot of audios I'm compiling. I talks about the African foolishness in politics. Yes, it says Sikana. And
that's a big problem.
Sikano yet. He Nkaska de beto o diabruchiro. Usikana de beto dan wa ha no. Fat sisi apartments in Ghana. Na Ghana for nya baby ntina. Sikano obeje wa de back. Your own fan chill. Housing deficit was so high in Ghana. American ni be fa ni sika. Omani sika no de beto Ghana.
Not better crash business. I mean, it is a Jay-Z money because you have return. Exactly.
Your residence.
Politicians.
I'm going
return. So, every year, be a month to a banner assistance.
Yeah,
I agree with you. We call Switzerland. Most of the money there are from African leaders. Over the years, exactly. And they laugh at us.
Leaders,
almost 3. American embassy like a tower per application $160. A day be any per call bear 2,000, 3,000 multiplied by 1 year. Just to be here. Nipana 2,000. Vesanyama 100, 200. California now bounce.
Back to it.
Yeah, so corruption now he spoke about. I'm happy you see took the opportunity that Ghana na baby and your Bob Bema. Send people in Winia. NDC are the likely ones coming. So he took the chance to.
Do you think this will hit NDC should in case they even win?
Number one, hate your mukese. Me shampoo me. I'm a bit disappointed. You should have told them in their faces that one by now you be some nyame. When your opportunity, you become thieves. On your own people. Hate your mother have come. I'm not Mwamba. No man is saying Ghana yet day now you are sinking so lower. I agree in principle. But see, NDC for number time when him say sorry about for say
that's right.
Yeah, that's right because you are 2 year internal elections we senior there no. Mono opportunity because Ghana has not been any better than NDC. Sometimes we should call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Ghana yet day. Over the year, 30 years, your leadership in now they are doing their best, but their best is not enough. Over position in here, you also want chance to come and steal. You don't on pay because of Ghana here. What did Akufo-Addo say? Edu na I saw corny oba. Me ba me say me pa cha monto ma me so me hwe ne ade. Oba you are yen to obi abem. I mean, it's an epitome of an African leader. What sharing trajectory, time of position, the way you stood so local, banching or more picture, not to be them or the banching. And then, I couldn't just come for the first time. I'm stammering because it's so painful. I couldn't just come at the call round or both studio. I could pour both studio on. I couldn't jump to me on to he wants a new chair. The chair over him was studio. On quite studios in Ghana to sit on their chair. Yeah, the foot. I mean. That's how he's living his life.
Car now playing. You're the full playing now.
Na say Okokumasi na say ebi want be fa ka di nechi because me dem say that Pajero to me who play with that but me who Pajero
ka breach no ba
dey debi aba dey ordinary chair so oba ha dey
at the Ghana juju.
I don't even get it.
Okay, yeah, let's
you see sometimes
so let
no head diverse me kind the epitome of a typical African leader.
Yeah.
Omo akwa sorry one no mo yo mo say so about for mo share white in there they are saying Ketiana Sam George omo yo mo say so about for no they only want the chance to come also come and misbehave. And no misbehave used advisedly. But Africa, the problem is we clergymen opinion, high opinion leaders. You know, maybe the answer is that's not the time to let them look like they are better than someone. In principle, Ghana is sinking, but will NDC give us any better alternative? Sometimes you should be truthful to them in their faces. That is why I like the idea that you told me a beautiful story about letting people compromise, signing performance contract with the people. Who NDC now ban? You do be Bianca. Let's sign performance contracts. Me ba me ABCD. Now you think when you sign 1 year, you go then through the next door. Oh, you should be getting there.
Okay.
Says Sisiano, there should be terms of reference. There should be a measure, calibration. Yeah, the two party biaun. Na you buy manifesto na may say you ban 1 year say with the Jamenum. Some the Jamenum campaign say we John Boyd will stay on a platform and say that say Ekejuma dia MPP abamba ejuma be buama we fit talk about ejuma Ghana. People just talk this way and go scot free, and they are still talking. The promises you gave the people, and then in your way, men do NDC paying now just to also have his own way of stealing. We should tell truth to the face of power.
Yeah, with that said, corruption is the greatest enemy of Ghana. You're linking to NCC and soon some more Modia brief. Now you're linking to or say don't shed blood for any politician. In short, or say amu to Ghana mabuno no for say ma obia emfa no ho enkoje near botu near boo name near the idea to any all in the name of NDC, all in the name of MPP. May fight for NDC or NPP. Mami or this answer me to you no National Commission for Civic Education omo etitinani and as a chairperson your friend Caitlin Addy into Caitlin Addy to Ghana for say fellow citizens, it is our duty to punish politicians who employ insults, intimidation and violence in their quest for power and position. Let's deny them what they seek so they will learn their lesson. From now till December 2024 and beyond, not a single drop of blood should be shed for politician gain. No politician is worth it. By all means, actively participate in the election processes, but don't be lured into illegal activities. NCC for A2 Ghana 44.
I think it's a call in the right direction. It's a clarion call. Just like we say, same way and say that, but just like telling your wife, I love you. One can overcome and will lose. So I think it's a call in the right direction that over the years, it looks like violence is penetrating into our politics. The last time 9 people died at Tichiman near there. We saw what's happened at Ayawaso. We saw what happened there near there. These are election-related violences. I mean, we will not say we should grow above that. Near Yana say some of these people. No, I'm happy they said no politician is worth dying for. A typical politician is only fighting for a space. Chairman, no more t-shirts, no more sika, go misbehave. Unfortunately, even their own kids, they are not part of this thing. A typical MPP in Penifone now, they were not even at the forefront fighting for the position. But we are polling agents in Adena, or BT buttons in Adena because we are fighting for your right and a commodore. On anybody, they are in abroad schools in there to come back as MPs near there. I mean, it's not their fault that they are doing it. Everybody opens a good door for the near identity. I wouldn't say what they are doing is bad. But what now would say chain away honorable, no, use your head. Use waging. Or no MP na dano. There was a sketch behind for you. Or say, or when an umban or me ban quabrocho or more school. Now we move away. I'm see, oh, we move the party for a member t-shirt in the car, Mokaway, mammy. Then the people started thinking. that's a obedi MP wo e bia bodwo ase or fight for MP na se wa ba honom na se mo call campaign ade na mo hu ne mba minim so won ba 4 none of them even comes to the village to come and help ne ade na wo unu unwa akoko they manage to elitism divide families obini enwanu ba 4 obo say 2 ha opo mu fi aka tournament because of politics because somebody likes the MP here somebody likes that opposition member here. It's a friendly advice that we are way do know. So first and start learning a bit of sense that no politician is worth shedding a blood for, and nobody should lose his blood a life because of politics, because you badly want somebody to be the head of way. Because more importantly, or more you fight for, they hardly come back to even look at you. Upon a do be I want to ask you, typical Ghanaian. Sometimes the animal side outweigh our general thinking, human side, because a kuna kwama politician. It shows that you yourself you are not worthy, because I'm sure you are coming because you think I can be able to say some sensible things to them, not because you think I have biceps I can go and fight. And at the end of we need to then he might give me some position. Be my owner. Why just I want them say you are not even useless. And you've heard MP say that. Me who MP like I say, you know what? We need at the end we are. More foot soldiers, and when they can, they have next to nothing you can use to help them. More pot, more toll. You don't have a certificate. What will he do for you? You've not upgraded yourself. Now we are answer what one command. What say. Why I care for will lose life. So NCC couldn't have said it any better. That is their job. National Commission for Civic Education. That no politician is worth dying for in the country. Be sensible. Do campaign for them. You will not say that no do campaign. T-shirts, crossing, cobonium nasa. Nakase, honorable way person, yes, I don't have a problem. But to the extent that you are going to fight, walk of 2 accord there, you are more gun, you are more born idea, say, walk out to bomb. For once, be intelligent in 2024. Unyansa kakra. It's a year of sensibility. You even be lost behind. So I don't think I can come any better than this. Then you preach and say, let it be a contest of ideas. Proper thinking, proper talking. Uja. Now we sukro microphone. Now we share. Now we bet me ayama. We buy went to me here. Tell me the weaknesses and your strengths. Yeah, SWOT analysis in this one. Some will listen, some wouldn't listen. But the power kukrati, I'm sure gonna go a long way. That's no politician under the sun. Yeah, chabru chen put this way. So between me catch yourself. A dying saying, oh, this is 800,000. We be oh, they make Ghana, but me truthfully, they will come with 800,000. Come and buy a house in America in 1 year. Yeah, we mu 2 million. Nipa simple $200,000 a year from hard work. Nipa saying only a few people are able to get it, but or the 800,000 we buy in less than a year to come and buy a house. Near there now one out one. What can you say? She know. So be intelligent this time around. Be wise. We need us war. And don't go fighting for any politician.
That is from NCC and Adeba yeah, Omomuti programming. What do you church or Lumai?
Yeah,
Adeba course on only be done. Go say Kuno who are contact.
It doesn't help. What to blow Biamo? I mean, I'm a politician.
And in that sense, still related to the elections. Nanado Danko Kufado, so AGEC say about to Ibabeton on very effective, making sure say a better abano Kwampaso, na pepe etumi aye ejuma na Ghana etumi afano ntuma and so fra. Eti link Nanado stories name you know, but I just brief your time because it may be phone lines in about 8 minutes. Time running very quick. Or saying I can say a contact mining. I'm saying in him story no. Minister for is it interior?
No, Lands Commission. Yeah, Mr. Ajubujinapo.
Adiba two you say Namiri Tano Namiri Forest mu untumi ye illegal mining. Nti or the letter ba so omun stop no one time Emma Forestry Commission for so say untumi mu kra echi omo conference mo chi omo but Nanado dan kwaku fado ababonten we will play that and I first story in church na 19 board you know
exactly Catholic conference bishop conference in Akasa.
Yeah, Catholic bishop conference for Akasa.
Yes.
Nanado say untumi did nothing wrong. Onye illegal mining bia.
Yeah, Samates, the car Samates for spoke.
Yeah.
Minerals Commission Kasai.
Okay,
Forestry Commission.
Yep.
In a way.
So per se emphasize story in short so you can have enough time.
Yeah,
then we play the audio to
yes,
augment and then to read what the Carly's conference
yeah.
and so can.
Exactly.
Okay, the second story na make strength of democracy hinges on credible electoral process. The president is urging EC say on to abani on man no credible elections. Ina yemere MPP race ni kakra bi na me phone lines no.
I think he couldn't have said it any better. It's in relation with the 30 years of our democracy, and as the president, he had to give this a keynote address. That's how far we've come and where we are going. Very important, and he couldn't advise them any better because we should be bra or many problems is because of credible elections that people don't have faith in. And then I say they've had their fair share. I remember so Bush second term in Florida, we had stories, beautiful stories which went on there. Sorry, so he advising the youth, and we know Ghana Messi. Our election has gone and a lot of information, but there are a lot of issues to surrounding. Even the most recent elections, the EC had to announce the results 3 times. Maybe it is allowed, but when it comes to some of these things, human lives are involved, emotions are involved, so you need to always get it right, or else it can really bring some of these things. So I personally think that is the best way to advise them. That at this point, you should learn your lessons and try to deliver very credible elections to us. Ghanaians deserve that one, because a badly declared elections goes a long way to affect everything, even the very economic and socio-economic life of the citizenry. Say my current results but remember that it will be 4 years of stagnation, and I say BB because the rightful person who had the right policies and stuff did not win it. I think the president told them in their faces that it doesn't pay to feel that Michitiama winner do your best. It's a human institutional right, we all accept. But in the past, last I listened to Kwesi Pratino say there's a growing phenomenon in Ghana. Say Ghana. Over the years, the only credible industry and so people are to deliver elections for Ghana. Yesi. She said I crop say MPP coordinator more results. NDC so your there. So are we getting to a stage I say NDC, MPP, any EC then you're different, and then what happens? Is there going to be a war in Ghana?
No, you go to court.
But beyond that, if
you have credible evidence, you challenge and they say allow. How Donald Trump call court?
Yeah, it's not a court. Maybe they understand. Can you do stage B? We all have faith in the EC that EC results in the Nanti. That's why you have polling agents in the honor. So if the processes are followed through very well. Now maybe a polling member or Chikumuso ye wo Bantama. Ni nyina nipa between ya ni akana EC there na. Sanke between the EC there na Nanti beautifully. But you do baby EC akan ho no EC say NDC nya 400, MPP nya 401. Now me polling agents say me penny me can you and me there near 500 now we are. That is where the confusion starts. Do you get me? I mean, striving for very good, credible results.
I think, sir.
Obia
say mimi yisi there 10. Also they are no 12. Okay, if you say mimi insist say me 10. Also insist say evidence we 12. The court now obia the proof. They say there's a pink sheet. I almost say pink sheets in there.
No pink sheets in there. Say pink sheets in there where they are. You see there. The reason I'm telling you that.
But say parties ninya bi. They say your mom be.
Yes, but at the end of the day, if it's a pink sheet, I'm just saying it's a pink sheet debater. Then we should fight for credible elections that people you take as polling agents all should be level-headed. Say what you want, pink sheet in your back.
But the entire maker say.
I'm only saying this because I don't want us to get to a pointer. NDC say you am 1 million votes. MPC you am 2 million votes.
The entire honor. I'm assuming say it's happened. I see sir, but it's here the good thing now. And they say MPP court, NDC inside there. That's all we have the court. It's for settling disputes and misunderstandings, and it is a NDC say okay, ECC me 10, but me can me 12. MPP say me say because me check here na ECC me 5, but me can me 13. Into me court. I don't think it's
okay, but some dreams we should not get there because the president is saying that they should deliver credible elections because once the EC is delivering credible elections, these things will be a thing of the past. I don't know, but seeing ya to MPP because of crunching, they think the EC is right just because the polling agents and they are very
unza me
I led to the job.
Me te de o kana so me for so.
Yeah.
But me say on
Obi kan
the
ya
contrary say ko ba say wo so won tiase na obekọ a once I will use legal procedure na me I don't have a problem.
Yeah, we
so
don't go
resort
fighting.
to violence.
You don't go
now
fighting.
Now so
I will employ them
Yeah.
to have belief in the system.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then the parties should also have confidence in them.
Yeah.
Coordinate one result so that you have a beautiful elections.
Yeah.
That's what I want us to get to.
Okay.
Say ban the sana. Na say upon your polling agent war or chikom so your polling agent and the same people. You are guaranteed. Oh, yeah, dear. You just say it's you and you pepa. Opo there will not be any problem.
Yeah.
You don't think there will not be any problem.
Yeah.
So grant me and this in interview. Now just at the end there no one buy.
Sometimes I think what happens.
You okay?
But
You okay here because
sometimes I think what happens in the penny for no.
Yeah.
Omo yes ade kata omo a weaknesses so. They want the on say I say don't get your cancer no. And no nipa be break say he should lose the election because until who can say your numbers your winning election na uma amount for your demonstration near ade na afi wo san be can say
after 5 regions and then crash
na ye ni number bia no nti nka amanfo na wo ka say wo winning ntia no mo ye ana nka ntokwasi ya wo no okumom.
Oh, exactly.
Sometimes they do that just to cover up their messes.
Inefficiencies.
Yeah, so people will not see say oh NDC need any numbers bia. It's your court. And then when they go to court they branded the Supreme Court one-sided. You know, Mahama attacking the judiciary.
And the EC2 has been lopsided.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But now so need number bia.
Say the sari share adwum say parties never party be coordinating the results. You see yet truthful into be enforcing any there. That's what I want us to avoid.
But say okay if
truthful
if and yes obi anya there easy be any there but also so you there. But if they all can e hold and katama NDC for no kra hu say omu ni hwe no ka they will agree to what the EC said. You see until make say no kra no can maybe it will not work because when na NDC for no kra ba bonten be ka say ya mo abo ahwe ano nti na me pese me be chairman no eno kra mo sa court. Yeah. What is it? Where they didn't have anything to doubt the EC, they doubted the EC.
I know what you say. No. If you go delve deeper, I said get your granting interview. No, say I'm not going to kata. No, say okay, this is wrong, but I will use the legal way that the EC breached in their own announcement of the results in order to call court. No, say that's why I can say they barely needed the EC to be in the chair. I'm say in terms of results, they had nothing. But EC no breach, EC na and yadi by constitution or by results 3 times in the idea breaches. So they went to court on breaches. Who doesn't make sense? Breaches there, and then they say bet me I can easily. Say and can so what can
last one. The race is getting hotter.
Yes.
Also NDC there omo faso no undemocratic faso Mahama afa dey na say omo block obia. But let's go to MPP now. So far Kennedy Japan were unity Alan Kojo Chiramaten cash for the people were unity
can't they about resigning.
Oh I mean madam can say a open secret.
Yeah, open secret. Yes, exactly.
And na Ghana minim say me test so when you kakra now more commercial be o TV so na me person me bo product ni me body dia be hu
me commercial ni nyina me to no nyum crash.
Okay, I say can you keep a secret? And then product bank. Once Mario, we come we crack up Nika no shame. No me. The commercial via Revlon.
Secret, yeah.
Yes, can you keep a secret? Revlon, can you keep a secret?
Revlon.
I open secret. Alan Martin is going.
Yeah, resigning
is going.
Yeah.
But I was reading articles and I've been following this contest. See, and I say all the connoisseurs say between Alan and Alan and Baumia.
Oh yeah.
It's between the two. But Kennedy Japan is up here. Kennedy says I employ 7,158 workers. Kennedy Japan touts job creation. Or say ask them. This is how say. Omo baba be di mo anim no. Saying job saying.
Then we create.
Ask them. I employed 7,158 workers. Now, new patriotic flag bearer hopeful Kennedy Japan has questioned the competence of his competitors in the party's upcoming contest. In a video shared by Oman Media, cited by Ghana Web, the presidential hopeful speaking to some delegates of the party noted that while he has created jobs to employ thousands, same cannot be said of his competitors. Someone who can create businesses for everyone to get employment. For all those coming to compete, I urge you to inquire from them. that you want to be president, but how many jobs have you created thus far to employ our children? At least I have 7,158 people I have employed as workers. All the candidates coming, ask who amongst them has employed at least 300 workers. Canada, Japan, I started I think I have that long audio.
Yes.
It beats me about that. Time ninety. And now, Kojo Alancha Martin are resigning. That is also another news you see. I think it was last week, right?
Yeah.
Last week, New Year Yamuna are resigning. Then Juma to say, Untumi Sumana now do bill say Minister for Trade and Industry. And in the absence of Kojo Alancha Martin, another day in our show, Ken Ofuriata.
Yeah.
So Papa mu Finance Ministry, Grajuma, yes, Untumi, yes, so channel. Yes, I did be a canon. But in acting capacity.
Yeah.
Or say until a substantive is appointed. Eti another chance. Alancha Martin are resigning every najumem. Now Alancha Martin resigning yano. Eno openi baako. I friend say Professor Dujemfi say Alancha Martin ought to have resigned earlier. Or say Manucho ukai say now taka sasmwe.
Yeah.
Say na e was Caroline.
Resigning earlier.
Wache wa binding.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of things that enku ya manfo bitumi dia bonechi.
Yeah.
Na sa sentiment na an associate professor ewo Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Professor Samuel Edujemfi, me name no.
Yeah.
Or say Trade and Industry Ministry Minister Kojo Alancha Martin ought to have resigned a long time ago to pursue his presidential ambitions. He's a viable candidate, also a very viable, but onunu ni se nesenka or resigning earlier. However, Professor Edujemfi believes the ground seem to favor the vice president, whose personality, he argues, goes beyond the party. Dr. Bawumia has been to most churches and even preached from the pulpit. Nti ose wama Bawumia nya akwanya because as vice president oko lanchi bibi gra no de afaso na no oko usu bempa sorry any ade so I feel say wama Bawumia nya more grounds.
Yeah. I think I share those sentiments.
And now the last story now comment here canning na hona ya phone calls no kum chacha nso se Canada Japan de obi anya na asem na se ye penipa oye hypocrite nyatwom pa o wiase a kum chacha se Canada Japan nyatwom oye double standard person oye hypocrite echen obi a eno ye wa osofo
Kumchacha.
The founder and leader of Heaven's Gate Ministries, Prophet Nicholas Osei, popularly known as Kumchacha, has asserted that Canada Japan's anti-church and is anti-church and therefore it's unfit to serve as president of the country. According to Kumchacha, the member of parliament for Asin Central waged a battle against the country's pastors and claimed that those who attend church are purposelessness and unemployed because he does not understand the significance of the church. And or can be bri to us so and kanya we no crack a kakra but or can't to us one or say Kennedy a double standard person or a hypocrite.
Yeah, I think the first has to do with Kennedy saying that he has employed 7,158 workers. And the other competitors, they should ask them in principle say then on why. I think he makes a bit of good way there and not at the same time because over American democracy, I want the president. I don't think those are some of the things they talk. I don't know how many people Obama employed before he became president. Or maybe if you have the number, you can tell me the number of people he employed. Because ruling the country you don't have to be a businessman to rule a country. But if you're a businessman, it's an added advantage. I understand it's a third world country. Sometimes you need pragmatic leaders because the books have not helped us. People of that opinion that Brofak is saying at the end of the day, our mothers need to feed. Obia page more Ghana and to work at microeconomics in haircuts in idea it doesn't really work, so he wants to see that side. But Musa get it against him and say if you've employed these people, do you need the presidency to employ more to do what? So about on salary and on you see cars in the cars and personal cars in the idea say people say that you don't need to be a president to do all these things. Another side is that if even in his own small capacity he's doing this, when he becomes the president, he can do more. He can do 10 to 100 times more than he's doing now because he's been the most powerful person and be pulling all the strings that he has. So it sets us up beautifully. I mean, around this time there, every bad debt on you will be thrown out there. you've decided to put yourself under the microscope. So people will, you be just saying 30 and can be for into those are some of the things that is coming up. I've been following Nigerian elections. It's the same thing happening there. Mombe too about next year, this year, they will be voting for their presidential election. So it's hot at this time. Yeah, be next year. No more do one leaders in the so
somebody also spoke about MPP. Maybe elections now question.
Yes,
a very disadvantage to
some say more president the 11 months to now more candidates which I agree in principle that it's not too good. 2 years is enough a time. I saw on back marketing, especially when the incumbent has to leave the seat for a new person to be brought in. So for him, that's what he's doing, and I think it's in a good light. Then I come to Kumchacha hitting hard at Kennedy. That bueno, I don't know what Kumchacha hopes to achieve, because when Kennedy started this whole bit, I don't think that Kennedy was attacking all pastors in Ghana. He felt a few of them, which we all agree that in principle, no, the essence of Christianity is being lost these days. As often as that is more enrich more, and some people have issues with it. He only spoke about the and I don't think that interestingly, no, we're not here, and I don't think the churches have lost their numbers. Still, Obinim has his numbers. Bedukobi is still speaking here. There. At the end of the day, Ghanaians will be Ghanaians. They are not really. A few will feel that no, reluctant to go, but I don't think that the larger numbers will stop because of some of these things. About four sellers numbers now, even the nation's prophet in Owusu-Bempah. So I think that Church, and even that time, I didn't remember you say that time when Kennedy was doing it, so we are true prophets of God. That was the time he should have stood up. This I don't even say because the man said he wants to be president, you started using some of these things around him. But that time now, and why didn't you come out? So that's also that. I disagree that he will call Kennedy a hypocrite because he waged a war against some perceived pastors who are not really doing taking advantage of people in the country. I disagree. People even send information to him to discuss internet there. So because somebody president, that doesn't make that person a slave for you to start saying anything about him. I think that's the power that he's having. Only president Obedi. I've heard people talk about him. Spiritual way that somebody uses against you because you want to be president. I disagree vehemently with some of these things. There's another story I will can
Alan Chamatin.
Yeah, resigning too little, too late. Yeah. For me, it's better late than never. But like I keep telling you, Akwa said then everything that Akufo-Addo has done, you were part of cabinet and you supported it fully. So if people are throwing tantrums, then you'll be part of the whole story, but it doesn't change anything. Others also felt that he needed to help the party to be in good standing before he resigns, because we film now say at the end Basin chant me save him no mark media. So Basin to former you will not have the chance to also be the president, because you can only stand on the good things that Akufo-Addo does in principle. If your party doesn't get it right, you yourself, the foundation is weak, won't you win your opportunity? So maybe that's how he felt. He is a man who has risen to the extent that he can be a president of Ghana. And you might have this way, but he who feels it knows it. He's coming from the water and he knows how hot or what is happening at that place. And I am thinking that better late than never. But I agree in principle that so when you're careful, I mean, he only needs to. Such criticisms only mean that he should work harder, because he looks like Bamia has a high start over him. All in all, people were not even sure whether he would be standing. Many can say crap on, I resigned here, but officially he is not declared that I'm going for the ticket for people to start talking. But then okay, it's a open secret. You can decide to be an Australian watching, so you are being told you don't know. But yeah, the policies are in charge and him say he decided he resigned because he wants to pursue his own presidential ambition. His job will put under the microscope, which he will do on another day, whether trade and industry, trade ministry, no, he made it any better. He was able to rake in a lot of goodies into the country. I mean, it was now. It's more for international trade now, and now people coming in to do business in Ghana for us to earn a bit of foreign exchange to better economy. He, as a trade and industry minister, did he do much? All these things will be discussed later. But I think it's good now that he's resigned. We can start seeing things shaping up. I think Kennedy becomes a third force. People feel that in terms of Nukreka there, he's in a better state, because I listened to his most recent community engagement and he spoke about Nemame to a lot of people in Ghana are not having opportunity to get work. How can they fend for their own families there? Said truth is what really gets some of us attracted to him. That people feel say, oh, Akufo-Addo, I did too much, take it in the but people don't have jobs. So it means that you are coming to continue in that fray. Tell us the weaknesses. Then you know that okay, you appreciate the weaknesses, okay, so you can solve them. But when one can be and China, there might be a Waterloo. So it sets it up. Within the next 1 month, we'll put in better or more. But we think that so far, although the likes of Akoto Free and Joga Temunina had declared intentions, and I don't think that they've really heightened it. Maybe they are waiting for the party to open up nominations and for them to really start their campaign. But
okay,
as it looks now, the two front runners, Alan and Baumia, have shown their face.
Yeah, been our first day.
Okay, but when you say I went to Kasai, Hakmanuso Ajiman Sanka, Alan Baumia ticket to be one of the best.
Alan in Lady
Nanka Baumia will he be ready to be a second time
vice at Waso?
But you see, he has a lot of time on his side. In a besides, you are now side the Uber party. I don't think it would have been a bad one for him.
Okay. Unity Radio 1039. We've been long away. Manucho Magandi Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mempemwa 7 out in Kano. Ye beautiful lines na monamo de madwenchire. Eddie Aba. Eddie Frisa Breako is a wo wister abetumi afre 508 enim say Mwafie yenso ya femo ya tena fiache. Eddie holidays kakra 508-304-9394 508-304-9394 508-304-9394 508-304-9394. The same line, and the picky course no both outside and inside. But the only thing is outsider. For now the +1 ashe enimu. Tiyanko lines no so name is ibenya nipa kakra ewo so a. Ebacho wow number F 0530. Emza Daddy Bo upon design.
International me na mo so e.
Afin chapeau.
Afin come to ye ne won kom won ti mu na ye break 8 no.
Mind you, Daddy Bo. Mind you.
International me chia mo na me mama kwa ba na me chia aboa po mo go madumadi kosi na me chia Ghana po mo mu krumo fonya na me chia MPP ma omo mu krumo on kachi omo se omo share ente na ku kwa ni na MPP de me mu ya den no e do mo ko mra mba bo my Ghana pa ye nya butre mo international na mo ka NCC Adema ya maguna yidi politics achi anyasa
pepe
international say me ka NCC politics omu wa futo bi anka ta omu de ma NDC ni omu magunu ka international aba ya tunu o my Ghana public omu fo pira ewa abatum ene omo mu fofu ewa abatum pa na NDC for ofa chekere ta ga bi omu free ba no eye pasta pa busia na omu dum ene ma tre be du sa me to ma de ni se ata pa ni ele un hawa ke ta ba na oro ni ye no ogwo jina paso shafutu alayan sema papa ponyi ti se zikatia okache timamufo ni NDC for o say omamanya power omari ni amaba be kuta sa chairmanship ni we no 2024 about wo so omun kwa kura omo de beto aja aye ni power kefofo gbanya asem we ya wakan ya asem papa international aye asem papa we feel wo say uyima ene okusa ene umadim owo ewo mo enum na timamufo yesu jina de to aba inti se tiasa ni sa patapa no omo dia shamu magunu abatu ya de post 2024 omo jiri nyira se em story shamu refi ketasi she onye sistre ni omo dia no omo de kwache posia be chedi no omo di ni se Ghana fo ye refi ntino omo sa ba fufuro penti ampa mo omo to on Jesus boro mi so omo mo ofitu omo ba ma NDC ko na ya MPP ko ni de nim se ya moti mo no. We all
want to feel radiant.
anywhere. No one needs to have a finance, no. But anyone know what workers. Or Baba Tom Pressing, but also say, or Renee say,
Okay.
now what is for you? Not a money where they are now on the Kalusha, now can be said.
Manuchu.
Manuchu, sorry. No, can be said. On more, and I mean, why tell you to Abama. It's all bit Mrs. Tessica, not a better down of Buche, not him. Chaco really be a little, well, yes, Cano, I do it, I know, I didn't know. Yeah, that's you know. If you know what the things I know. And you be there, I mean, the shop was a kind of never be a little, and yet they have the right to okay, the end is was a monk or to honor. Can you want to me for into a to try?
Thank you very much. Daddy Boot, first caller in 2023 since our comeback. The next person on the line, Nana Ujambuama, and I know 3909. Nana wa?
Ono.
Afi Japo.
Ono. Afi Pankometi. Oh. Say Miss Metujasopo. Mamento kakana doctors na
Nana yeso akopeja dadie na o de o ka so yare de na me say nufo say Nana de nufo na time o yare
me lestion kila me fano nipa no me tuze strata na no de no onye ndisi na no be support about me because omni do bone pa no mo show ni no mo sere. So I say, when they do Bonnie and all show in nursery, Baumiani wine. Mr. NDC for and now Baumia come talk or show in nursery, no. Why have a colonel,
MBP in the organization vice president.
Oh, so is it also easy from there campaign. Most also, Mamma Maricho, Caruso Dio Smichiano, Michano Chitrina, not Chico store, Champion for India. Now, although I didn't say, you recognize Japan. Who's that? Gamma, I know what the hand said. Job for the people, cash for the people. And won't you remember putting on the number, this one or being you or Nipase. Although your church mammy said, so any pass 7,000, you need to do a send to your Muslim more. You tell me now, said to Diania Bonabaso, but then your person checks and now you will allow so, and you have Bonabaso, say, Papa Nemu be suffering, say, Papa, yes, a big crowd, 2 minutes. Now we cross so from never a year cast and we say for trash bus and a bus and Kudisha. FPP Constitution Article 13.6 a short clearly says Ukra MMDC Ukra government a position Biana Pesokopaya for the brand tournament. Ama Yahuse Sabre so a brand you do I enter as a Ulma Sifonia Kofom Koye Juma a bon to a 14. We say why Jumana wake out first time no koi Ghana phone you know. And then people be a fucking city coin. I did the other mechanic, you have the man, you have the man. Omo never know. Ushe you are Kodocha Martin or Shas here and my young party, yeah, born party, no Timubino. Now a group baby your car can see where you go. Nipa be a kind of city or 10 or I said party wouldn't she? Young farmer or no Fanadi and an Abdanko, and another so can say, or better say, na or quanet, you know, no neighbor. How we a bar power call me Shako to Kushi, or don't you could cut through? Eko Bob upon I will say, Alan Kujucha Martin, trade minister, or boy Jumapa, or the president, you know. What do you mean, Annechi? Now, so we could be on more prayerful photo, or what you want 1 year, you want to tell some, the only say, you will allow also saw that as a sending them a bonus on a Bibia, or by no more yes, I am fast to the Urama, I am fast to the Urama. And only the MPP in Rose, CBS, with you. You say, you or Mampanico for buy, or my man at the wool free, your name may no more hospital, no more free. And another super amount credit could be free. I did the outside the free education, so be free. They said, yeah, can you Juma? Who used to a Juma? I said, you remember, I'm on the way. I look at Jocha Martin. No, Juma, you're the Papa was sending for 8 minutes, Yama, and you ever say, you were May or Juma. If you ever say, Ghana for said, Papa is your for me. You know, Muchi, Yeminachi, Namson couldn't be in the back. I'm not people in why I'm breaking the age, you know. Young camera, you're not quite near Suruga, you break it. I'm a Ghana, the send you need to Mampanico for a panel. the die so never and I don't know to be cast and say we the mammy can say you would don't go down quite buzia don't before you be more you to time and I know don't before you buy MPP that I know me now more journey a poka I down quite buzia for no perform and Tina you mamma free so but journey for or down quite 70 who can MPP and a trouble is in you so don't know what any trouble you lose all potosa. And the more being for the dream, we don't back out who are panel was for CPP and NDC for.
Okay, that's
but I don't know you do kind of pressure, right?
Ojambo, my dazi, was in Massa. Olumaya boom to Zemini of my fisher pa.
Opo, Meduso, Nana, Quaban, Bagana, Opo.
Yeah, that's it, mind you.
You Opo Medasi, Brena, Mamencia, the Godfathers, now blame but the no ya said to me papa no me frɛ omo de na nse no kwasem mental men frɛ omo pa ka se no ma na de me papa esa dance me bia obi a no fa cha wakwala ja me bia wo ni gana ye pese be hamusa but all the same na once a while bi na me frɛ para me tia I think say me nyam from so that's na chama one chama kojago honestly the same thing if I question mama mu nyina fishia pa na masra Allah u babo edi aidai edi amaomo si opo me ko manim no opo ye nyina ye da sare hu nsem a ko so Ghana ha endra abra wa mo America dunia o minim se bukra mo no munim ne ta me de nya na nse ya oba ha minim se obi kra de make mo sa de opo me hip hop no jezi mo kakra bi ni jaru mu na LL kuje mo mu dos na na minimum na mo ma ba na nse bia de ni mpolo na branche ba Ghana ha opo watimanya akọ eye Jubilee House ankasa eno mampenya akwa no mampenya twa picture now we disrespect branche de call Plaza House wa opo na airtime na o mampenyi jina opa na Ghana number 1 gentleman jina o na branche she t-shirt na ebinum she nika na ba ko de nsa so o mampenyi akufuado ekwom ye mampenyi ni opo ye mampenyi ni ye number 1 gentleman na obi de nsa to ne kom ene ni ta picture opo na ya so we nyina so opo mi teo
why no one de nsa to ne kom atwa picture.
Because well who the course of Plaza House on I make Mills.
I'm Mickey Mills there no.
Yeah. Omoni ni twa picture na ba ko nsada akukwado abanti ekom. Na se man penye to Plaza House no be betimi de nsa kwa to no kom e di na twa picture opo enye disrespect. Mo America opo White House kwa mo betimi afa ni mo akojina say mo su twa picture.
Oh yeah, I had it easy to go. I know the men ko. I had the person who president. You just have to go through the process. I had it easy. White House. Able to me visit you anytime you want. The only thing is you have to follow protocol. Oh yeah, if I want to go, I can. It's Obia or yes.
Opo, me sure say easy. That they said they all talk.
No, the only thing they say. No. Listen, I had Ghana crown and care ding. Ghana na mo bureaucracy near tough. I had the only thing they say. President no schedule any odiebesia. He's willing to meet anybody. I have more far position and your more change to say Ghana no. Minister crown now course okosiana. Doors will be just 100. Police for bodyguard. I had tesa. I had the leaders now video mo.
Opo, they all can but it's possible so bet me akwa chairman penny. So even Ghana
it's easy what America change Ghana. That's what I'm telling you.
Opo easy now all can make you so we call man penny fee. Send Obama in a pictures. But say Jay-Z akwa ko wuro man penny fee na White House say wo akwa ko twa video mi busa and also
we crowd the Adani topic. We didn't even talk about that today. We are relevant.
But yeah, that we need like our man you say opo ya wura people from and I think that na kwa na senka yeah ni na ni the starting ni na ka ni na bom sama tie mo a but say ya dia ko so man ma kan na kwa mi su say no kwa na ka topic and
I don't think it's relevant to me. Sir Mick I called the president Akucha picture in South Nikum into
Opo ela wa kwa bo nyuma ye video e wo plaster house ana no hu ye
o mahu wa boy no kwa ko delete wa delete promo of the music video content
you kwa ko delete say ya normal na nya ide ana ti ko delete
samo mpenti wa ko delete
ko when you to podium akwa ko gina so yi
Olumai
ya ba na ko ti ko gina ta podium ne so
Olumai ya
ko gina so
Olumai ya fa no to no we didn't choose no listen we didn't I didn't choose that topic today.
It's woman penny in secret in an own bamboo, and we at least your countries now, and war was here. Be able to myself anytime to be able to never just to enter the plaster house and walk away the area. Woman penny, or woman what to say.
Olumai, yeah, that's it. But we have. Okay. Yes, that's it. Kwajobo kwa bom design afijapa
afisa tani enya ya to abo America ona Unity Radio there se obo ma me ba Unity Radio samin cha me boss assemblyman obo oze nyangopo enka no ba bibia wo bia afiwe ya wura mu no ni bibia ni sabe so bia enya nchira enya sika na watumi enya bi dia abaga na aba be enuma pa ma kwajobo ko so enya bia ye obo ria no acha mani to enso ama no so me cha ni ye pa obo on zabi ni awuluma ensama no wokan na de na wokan on zabi se ba sa na fe no hu de wokan bi mu American president obo you gonna security kai Ghana America any Ghana you gonna security o you gonna akuniama enso no kwa no obo o ka je White House mutimi ko tano o ka de ne to obi aba Ghana no wanya protocol to ni aban be picture no ni aban picture obo ni e wo ni de Tanzania nyama go on my way kwanye ho atam na mkai ogofa free no de bai obo ma minto ma atam so na ho ne de yem panto ya betre NPP for sama tu makao ene ya bi we never no ya papa ala kwado chamati obo me ko tena me butan say kisi ana reason na reason odi aduma na to no kisi a obe pre flag no lusu a obo ko to na aduma no na ko ya aduma fofo until the president
so when you lose when you resign there on to me say anko to aso bi
yo etino ene ta na che dia opo so me onu na ba me da me pe ade tina me ka da because opo em say wa break your party no ye pa nanso ebe mo ko to aba ne de enim de wo bi atim ana so MP de ma uzo aye campaign ma ba umia minim rechemu ana komo woni na di enti oye enu janta me dem ba umia me dem NPP because the obeguta franka ni bia ye NPP ni na obo yeko ya fanza kumtata de no se wo se ya fanza Kennedy Ajapo ye hypocrite obo se mini gutata Kennedy Ajapo e what for 7,000 plus wo to mo ye aduma ejo travel obetuna Ghana obo nipa 7,000 ye mu se aduma e foni nyina akwa no ya ka bo mu ko sele nko to aba we bia wo mu nyina be to aba na manana wenya de so start so we campaign ya kansama e be to Ghana nyina ti obo ayi da ko fan kama no president enipa do do na na aduma ezu kwa we de uguza te vote onya sai ayi ya so fi December chabusom enipa sai na wona asori ezu abai onya sai edi ampa we nya politics o bibi o be ka try ni atunya to abanama no na flag a fine na those we nipa 7,000 no tell Ghana wo hwe Ghana nyina na aduma na wo ya ne de nyame anim wo ya de what na for the patom we mo ya tuma ma otu o makadia na ngopon ko so anshaw na bom na nunka politics ya be stress every time NPP matu makao ni nyina yo po ya banko to ya de be break 8 ni dia yenya matu makao no ye hwe ye focus de o be bia no NPP ni ye ntwa ni ni nati ni ankoto abanema no me president ni ye nto ya duma pa ye no robo no akama na me pebi akapa na wode to wose ya wotena no etu de no me de
akunta mine de be ka no chena time ni ntia akunta mine
yani etu de no me de ato nti me 70 for de o be bia no ye nko ye rain mu na ya for vote ni nyan support no me ya o ma pe ni mbeki 8 no na so ye nto ye duma pa so po mu ni nyame nya duma
ye da CP Thomas Boache my intio
Yeah, opo mamencha mona memo ono o nina basuna opo yira sofo kumtata se yira kene hypocrite opo yikato be hypocrite achmo sofo kumtata so hypocrite because this year na ono no as sofo nyamidi for no opo this year si yenim e papa no sofo the papa no so celebrity the papa no actor so then say you because ube una pandit to TV so there's a way anyway our sem we know the TV so if it's papa no per se ono no cut obi momu ye nya atwom ono me din kan ye nya atwom say you any soon puna sa no akwa you obi die no say papa na hu so ono no momu ye nya atwom and this one also called Casa Kennedy Japan, because so because ono employ 7,000 plus nipa omuye juma edemana. Upon the bonnie woman anything. Because your mom penny na do dan kwa kufuado eba be our ye president odi so. Upon me what mo bi organ our employ nipa 7,000 plus. If nipa na bi juma ama sabi amanfo so our mo makonya mo mayebi. I said the almost na papa ne de betuga so to born here room and say yeah papa say kwa me despite what be adwuma ma manfo ye bi say despite the case me kwa ma employ ni padu do say opo ne born here room and say it me the papa na some more kind no say wa employ ni pa 7,000 opo mi hu money be room and papa no so ne niam o ye de bo MPP party opo me giri Bella no so the frank and say papa ne nsemo a ne niema o ye ene na ho fama ene na tuwa check ene po ne nsema papa ne kan o so de omma no one time pe here omma fa the ono be because ene dia tapo enyo bi a ono ba so de ne nse be bo oman ni tikam because obi o oba me o de ne nsa be bo mo po yetini hu because papa de wo see strict upon the wood here no credible, medium commence strength for the year. Some flat bear and almost a franca and only ship upon them. Now, 1 10 penna or so, person will Ghana more beyond the difference now. Really Ghana because a man penny for the about the disappointed. The now MP before you say the year to meet Tifu as you say, then a fool 1 liter echo almost 24 cities.
As a matter of saying.
Opposed 14 cities.
24 no matter 10 free so.
24 no matter 10 free. So I say diesel 14 cities. I'm a petrol 12 cities.
Any bit me about Ghana and is the ever visit.
Sana mo ya no mo ye president ko 4 time MPP 4 year om the opposition no. Ye ba be to abana wie no no hu say e o mo tete ne ma so de ni fuel o mo tesu say hu. The same root na no nam so nti mesre o
international say we so person mo lose sana person o kan
sana bo dia ko no kire say sana on person mo ye because po say o man na yetim na ho kire wo amanfo su o taxes amanfo tu anu odin mo sign the levy asan aba amanfo tu anu odin o na fu san ko good high level na 24 cities o fu 1 gallon 100 cities. But the name of the to so bad 14 cities. That means I don't need to make so. Then any muda and a manufacturer general. No personal interest, the woman here. I'm all yes, hard.
Okay.
For the phone so form one.
Yeah, that's it.
Then I'll be out the back convincing. Then I'll back out the better. As I say, maybe I took the name also maybe now want to me this and this.
Now bet me I am 1 year. Sana better.
Sanity. Because I know bet me at the above 14 now. Then you free out to 24 cities per 1 liter.
Okay. Why now? Yeah, that's it. Tommy, emphasis.
Yes, now say, on Mampany, Kufuado now, I'm
okay. Because you fire last caller. Yeah, that's it. Obi for Fraba, so I'm
no man co position. Hello.
Yeah, that's it. Bajo, hello, hello. Yeah, Wendy.
Yeah, from a Kubu, the patriotic voice, the chim.
I want now the message be by our Facebook no.
Yes. Yeah. boy Juma pa.
Yedase.
Eric Okubodi. Na me so me
Udine de memadi pa Eric Okubodi.
Yes.
Patriotic voice.
Me so me de kakra. Yes. Bichin. Me so me de ba ese. Ye nyina ye so ye momode se betimi de akofra no ase Elsa.
Yemfa Wanza.
Your papa lantre Martin.
Okay.
Ono ni obi a me fi say MPP baby a ye pese break the heat you ra lantre Martin and was itimide e kon no ye den e hye nsa no de break the heat no e say opanyin on the track record e wo ho a enyuma bi a fi say oba ba mu ni ministerial appointment nyina de be man bi a wo ye eye ni yie enti ono so ne bra na so e wo say etime boa it is police station executive me ka ho ye nyina e committee a utie nsema obi e ka e kire se ye wura no ne bra so a wo se ye timi hye na numonyam na ebi ka MPP amanyo ko ni nyina timinia me ma meka sangwa me de besi anom me da ase
ya Eric Kwakubwadi yeso ya da CP amemfa me ba cho 4894 e hwan ya hello me ba cho hello yeah mami aba mami abu ko happy new year.
Yes,
this year they I'll see you Ghana physical why yes mo atiti petrol no so nti e beba fi kakra mo antiti so dia anke ne ka be dane shamo wa ha o na yes iska udi ba me na fofo mo ho nyina obi aba no wokam na otwe na afi obi seska wa ha Mainti oni emfani so ne time na so ha
o problema ma fisha pa inti audio ni telephone na mamu na fisha pa manicho magani ezo ni kuma na fisha pa
odi bronya okaso odi bronya de beba odi bai oh manucho wagu ye ni masi se manucho ka so obeye bibia nti minyi me nsakura me na okay manucho cannot here
your first month na ebeba bronya de after that first na twem
okay
take name
okay mami abatu ase
but you see the phone that mamu na fisha pa me life alopai me contribution kakra ni me dey me say the obamba bia no ayo mama say but me pa obetumi abaya adwuma no emi na se ye hihye empe dia obeka ne de afo de dru a afo akoye di ye wo bibia de den ye atimani fono kwa kasa kura onti ene de yempe enti se di ampani fo be kwa ko selection omo kwa selection da omo obama se na se mo to asunwa e be hwese e be to
okay yeah, that's Mami Aba. Fancy and on to us watching. Mamu nyina official payada mo ase. First day we thought you guys wouldn't even know, but the numbers on Facebook and everything is amazing. Me da mo ase se mu nyina mo kan ho na ye ka bom kakra chichire o man no. Mami Aba Nkuma, Pantan Government Hospital. Yini ni ho agro. Thank you very much and happy new year one more time.
You're welcome. Happy new year. Many happy returns.
Okay. Kumasi Market 369. Kumasi Market. Also and New African Market, Dream African Market. Sauti Bancourt Street area or Lincoln Village there. There's a new chap, a New African Market in town. Yamane for mu sales for the whole month. Tibrabedu dwanyina a friend of Dream African Market. Dream African Market. Brabedu dwa ewo ho na bibia nkonkan. Omu nyina da roma. Dan auto repairs. Mother dance me who watch a rough. Me jiri sa ho ye. Me ne manu chobe fa quick sisi a. Anzani ya kofi ihumu ache pa Dream African Market me se hwehwe o machire kwan na bedi udwa na bibia nso ntumi nkonkan omo eta yachi ene di dwumadi edi ebremo Dream African Market said the American 369 Bancourt Street 369 Bancourt Street 369 Bancourt Street eho na a New African Market is born Dream Africa Market emu edeyi sales nneɛma no wɔ fam maka kyerɛ sɛ afei ne aba nneɛma no mu go nti bra capitalize on it now, make hay while the sun shines. Yɛde mu si a na yɛde aseda ma owura Asamoah ɛne Asamoah trading Dan Auto Repairs Master Danso ɛne n'adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa saa nso ne yɛde bi ma Gold Coast Catering Services Chairman Kojoago, happy new year to you and the entire team of Gold Coast Catering Services. Ɛne Dr. Eric Kwabi yɛma nso une w'adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa afihia pa saa nso ɛna yɛma Anɔkye Krum ɛne n'adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa afihia pa ɛna afei Kumasi market enso yɛma onu w'adwumayɛfoɔ nyinaa afihia pa abusua yɛde dwumadie no si ha yɛda mo nyinaa asesɛ mu nya abrenya adagye ɛtwɛn yɛn tie yɛn mo Facebook nyinaa. Right now we have about 345 people still on. Nyame nhyira mo sɛ mogusu a ɛtai yɛkyi. Remember, I couldn't have done this and I could never do it all by myself, but with my able lieutenant Manucho Magandi Gaucho Margarita Lamonita is it didn't grave how can it be back on there na mami yad back on Margarita Manovia Manovia I was see dino de bia no say basa the big count yama Nabiam our lost brother sana me friend no I was saying Nabiam nhwehwe baku kra
na kra wan frɛ
Nabiam nhwehwe baku kra enti enso e de yebekai yama no afihia pa sanso ena Christopher Amankawa Amas one ohukani Fiona mama afihia pa sanso ena Nana Beatrice Owusu afihia pa ena Cecilia Chumasi miama se one Mark Chumasi boga papa mu nyina so memo afihia pa edini de dɔso beto aso kyena Dixon oni Kofi amo Master Dance ni Ofori mu nyina ma mu nyina afihia pa kese pa nyame ya adoma yebesan ni mo share kyena no pa 9 ene late manu je say 9 to 1 yen try ni stay on time ho ne yemo adwuma kakra bende for God and country yakramo yakokufa peace news no de atom so nyame ya adoma after the news drive time beto aso nyame ya adoma kyena ni mo be share medin edi Noah Opoku Jevichi aframe Opo National mini minua bema Manucho Magandi ene di dwumadi ebramo King Kalusha homfa no ne hododo no kakra nra oko weekend oko baby ko ye oko so jako ti ade chen na je se eja no numi nti nyame ya admo kyena mbeti Kalusha nka yakramo yakofa peace news na ba Kalu wherever you are peace out
ene ndi ni nti odi asem no ebe ko akwa dan national headquarters a eno mo timi